Hello, hello, hello. Top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night to one and all. It is Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning. I do apologize for being a little bit late. I'm on a very strict diet, and that means that I sleep till whenever I want to sleep. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
That works.
Good.
Good?
That makes sense.
Yes? It makes perfect
Yes, it
sense.
does sense.
I ride my motorcycle a lot, so I like to plant trees.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just
course.
random information I just put together in a sentence to make it sound like a complete one.
Mhm.
I see Spade got his
Works.
hair cut.
Yes. Yes,
Oh.
I
Not
do.
his beard.
Not his beard. Not his beard, but
Yeah,
his
it
head.
looks like he's wearing a convertible instead of a full car.
He's wearing a rag top.
Okay.
No? Okay. All right. It's funny. We started the conversation. We jumped into it. And Jordan had noticed that he's wearing the conditioned car. And so is Spade. And then we get to a discussion. Let's talk about it. I think that's a great start. Can a creator or designer wear their own brand?
Yes. Yes.
I think I'm on the side of it would be weird wearing your own stuff. Now, if I invent something that I would use, that's different. But if we're talking about clothes, I don't know. I don't think I would wear it.
Right, but what's the reasoning why you wouldn't wear it?
Oh, because people would see that and just go, well, he's self involved. And it would hurt my brand more than it would benefit.
Really? No.
Yes.
So I
think
kind of,
100%.
for some reason, I feel like Jordan. Like I feel the same way. If, like,
Who's going to promote it more
so
than
I know
you?
Timberland, not Timberland, the actor, the little guy. When he started the company, he didn't want to wear the own brand. Why? I don't know. I know that he wore Fruit of the Loom shirts, and I knew that he wore his jackets, but he wouldn't wear the t-shirts, and he wouldn't wear the cargo pants. So I kind of see why you wouldn't wear it. It might be a little. I don't think narcissistic is the right word, but pushy?
Maybe a little egotistical, maybe.
When you go into the fancy stores, right, they wear their brands. All the employees have to wear their brands.
Wear the brands that the stores sell.
Well, if you go to a specific, like if you went to Gucci, they're wearing Gucci stuff. If you went to DKNY, they're wearing DKNY.
I'll challenge
throwback.
that. I'll challenge that. I bet you if you were to go to Coach, that those women are not wearing Coach shirts and Coach jackets.
But Coach only does bags.
No, Coach does shoes, belts, wallets, bracelets. Oh yeah, Coach does everything.
I didn't think they would do shirts and shoes and jackets.
Oh yeah. You go to Coach website, but then again, Coach is like the basic version of high end. That's like,
It's mid tier. It's mid tier.
not even, bro.
Entry level.
It's like yeah, it is extremely entry level. Like it's like Hanes versus Fruit of the Loom. They're both shirts. They're both made of cotton. It's just one's a little bit more pricier than the other. That's the difference between, Coach and Adidas. That's it. It's one step above, barely. Do you think that so I should, using your argument, is I should wear my own big logo Jay Hayes branded shirt?
Yeah, why
Why
not?
not? I don't see the issue.
Because it's like saying, you know what it's like to me? It's like Superman. Let me put my name on my chest and beat it.
Okay, I'll flip it for you. I'll flip it. I'll
Okay,
turn it around
flip
for you.
it.
Ready?
Flip it and turn it. Rub it down.
You use your own products. That's the same exact thing.
But
That's
it's not his
different.
product, it's his logo. Not even the shirt, it would be Jay's, right?
Right.
It's the
But
logo.
the shirt has a logo that he designed, so in essence, it's his.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't
You're
see how
talking about-
using a product versus wearing a product, I think, are very different things.
I don't know, Jay. If let's say, for instance, you don't find any T-shirts or cargo pants to your liking, there's always missing something, and you decide
Sure.
to make them a Hazer logo t-shirts or cargo pants or whatever, why wouldn't you be able to wear those?
Right.
Hmm.
It's still your logo. It's still your product, regardless of who who manufactured it. It's still yours, right? You still walk around and tell people, "I'm not going to use this product because I created a better product and I'm using my product." So, regardless of whether it's something that you use in your
I'm trying
hand,
to think. So I'm big on over branding, not multi branding, but like oversized logos, right? So if I had a pair of pants that had a big ass J Hayes logo on it, would I wear it? Probably not.
right? But then that means that you wouldn't have designed it either.
That's the exact opposite. I design leggings. Like John has an oversized J Hayes logo.
Right, it's on the side.
I wouldn't wear that because I feel like it's too promoting. It's too. I don't know. I would wear something like with a small logo on the back. Like if I actually, instead of slapping my name on a T-shirt, right? Like if I actually designed a T-shirt, I don't know how you could design a T-shirt, honestly, but they're already made. But if you design a T-shirt and it's something like you're saying, Matthew, where it's a one-off set of cargo pants that whatever fits me the way that I want it to fit me, then sure. But I couldn't see wearing it all the time because it would be like if I wore suits or something would be different because it's not saying that it is, but if you ask what it is, it is. With the J Hayes shirts, it's like, whoa, that's that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I don't see the. still
No?
don't see why.
Okay.
No.
Well, hey.
Different flavors for,
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, if I made a Ferrari or if I made a car, I would absolutely fucking drive it, right?
See, so what's the difference with wearing something?
Difference is functional, and that's just a shirt, and you're promoting
Both
a
are
brand.
functional.
Yeah,
So
like-
that's a no-no.
Yeah,
I think the difference is one you could be super proud of that you created something from the ground up. The other one is something already done. You're just slapping your name on it,
that makes sense.
right? I mean, it's like Cindy Crawford. You think she's got my couch? Well, hold on a second. Hello? What is this?
This is FedEx. Your package is scheduled to be delivered on Monday, April 15th. By end of day. Delivery requires signature.
That's new.
Oh no, my audio got messed up.
Oh, come on.
There we go. So yeah, I think it's just a little. Do you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just a little different. I think it's a little different because one is closed, the other one's a car.
Well, but a car isn't something. If you make a Ferrari, a car already existed, so that's the same thing. It's just a variation on a car. A
Okay,
t-shirt
but t-shirt.
already exists.
Okay. A t-shirt is you can't redesign a t-shirt, right? I think we all can agree on that. You can't redesign a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt, right?
Yeah, and you could still make an original looking car if the body is completely a new design.
Right.
It still
agreed.
has headlights. You still have headlights and an engine, but you can make it so that it doesn't look like any other car on this planet. You can
Right.
still do that.
Bare
With a-
basics. What do you call it in the end? A car.
Yeah,
What
but
do you
it's
call it?
still
A
something
supercar? A
original.
hypercar?
I feel like we're
Or
fucking
whatever.
idiot.
It's still a
Joan, I
car.
feel like me and you are fucking idiots because apparently we're not getting it, and they are, and everybody else in the chat is.
Yeah, but we're
Apparently
discussing this. We're discussing this with a person that wears the same hoodie every single time. So why are we even doing this?
and we're discussing with a guy that refuses to change his fucking wallpaper. So I think the argument is that it's one thing if it's a one-off, and that is You like okay? You've seen the pictures of Kanye West with his wife, which I think are overinflated and they're not real. Where she's wearing a jacket that's like a big ass chinchilla. I don't know if those are real, but I could see if you designed that and wore that, you just look ridiculous. It's another if you design something that everybody else has done and you're just putting your name on it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. To me,
he's
it's
done
like using
some
a Vandy
original
Vape
designs.
product. If Vandy Vape slapped my name on some shit, I wouldn't use it. I'd still go back to an original design that I've done. It's not an original design if I take a T-shirt and put my name on it. That's just showing support. That's the idea of why you buy it, right? Like, we're talking about podcasters or YouTubers. You do it because you support that individual. You don't do it because you like the brand. I mean, the brand is fucking Gildan. It's not like it's me. So it's not, it's in no shape or form is it saying I created this. I just put my name on it. And to do something, I feel like I'm no different than a vape reviewer that does a review on their own product. And well, I don't know. I'm the guy that rates my own product. So I don't know. I'm probably the worst person to ask. I don't know. Whatever. You guys also all have beards, and I think they look ridiculous, but you love them. So that's, you know, what is my opinion?
But you have a beard too. It's just that every one
I have
of us
a
has
lack
a
of
different
beard.
version.
A lack of beard.
I have a lack of beard. There's a whole lot missing where all the meat and potatoes is. You know what I mean? I'm the vegan version of a beard.
Yeah.
But it's still different. It's still a beard. It's not like people are considering mutton chops as sideburns only. It's still considered.
Yeah, but
No, mutton chops is not a beard. Come on, let's be serious.
But we have to agree.
Come on.
At a certain level,
He's a chin.
Okay, but we have to agree to some extent that us three with the more fuller beard, if we would
Robust.
come from under a bridge, people would go, "Oh, they're probably homeless," which in Jay's case, it's more difficult to believe that he would be homeless.
It's a
Yes.
style. Well, his
With
is more
that beard.
stylized.
Because
and
mine
different-
requires more maintenance than yours does.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm
I
not
would
saying
agree
that a
with
full beard does not have a lot of maintenance. It's just that
Right.
I can't let mine go for 2 days. Otherwise, I start looking like
Right. So but I agree with that. Like yours is more stylized. It's still a beard, but it's a different type of beard. It's something that takes more prep time in order to make it look.
Agree.
what it
Agree.
is.
I don't know if I would call it a beard, but what else are you going to call it, right? Obviously, it's a beard.
It's not
just-
sideburns.
No.
No, it's not a mustache. So I guess it would be a beard, but I think in order for something to be a beard, the chin does have to be involved. Like, for instance, is a goatee a beard? No.
No, because it doesn't have
Right.
the cheek.
And I don't have this. So it's like if a goatee that's just this is not a beard because it doesn't have the sides. I have the sides and I don't have the chin. So I have,
So what do you
So
have?
you're
A
a-
mustache?
I guess it is a beard. I would just call it hair.
Facial hair. That's
Facial
it.
hair. There we
Facial
go.
hair. Yo, I saw a beard the other day in a movie. It is the weird. I've never seen it. So the guy shaves all this, right? All this till he gets to his cheekbone, yeah? And then he does, so he shaves this, and then he brings this almost like my line here, yeah? But it's more, it starts here, and then it goes straight across to the corner of his lip. So from here to here is all hair, right? Here to here. No hair up here, no hair up here. And then on his chin, on his beard, and then it angles up. So it's like a triangle. Like if you took a triangle, like a pyramid, flipped it upside down so the top was flat, and slapped that on your face. I have never seen a beard like that in my life.
Huh.
It's-
Weird design.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
ear to lip, straight line. No hair. And then all hair. But manicured too, like not manicured, but groomed.
Shaped up.
Groomed.
Groomed. Yeah.
Groomed. All nice. And I was like, that's interesting. That's an interesting look.
somebody wants to feel
Very
special.
aerodynamic.
Well, I
Yes.
want to feel special. I don't want to be like everybody else. I think that's the problem with today. Is too many people want to be like everybody else. No?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I would, yeah. Certain groups definitely don't.
When you were
agree.
growing your beard, this goes out to all three of you. When you were growing your beard, what was the first thing you thought of? When you were growing your beard,
wanted
what
to
made
be
you grow
unique.
your beard? What?
I wanted to be unique because not everybody had what I had.
Okay, but where did you get the idea from?
Well, my idea was a modified. Like, you ever see those cartoony versions of the devil where he has that little
Yes.
point beard like
Yes.
this? So I said to myself, I'm going to do that, but a full length version.
Okay.
That's where I got my idea.
So
from.
you wanted your beard to look like something else, right? So you
A
got
modified
the
version of
idea
something
from
else.
someone else. What about
Right.
you, Jordan?
Oh, I think I quickly realized the more I covered the face, the better I look. So,
So yours has a utilitarian reason, right? Like
yes, aesthetics. It was all about aesthetics, and it wasn't really like
'Cause you were
covering up
ugly
was
and
more
you were
for
like,
women.
How
Yes.
can I make myself less ugly? Okay.
No.
So it was yourself that made you do it. Matthew, what made you grow your Santa Claus shit?
It started off as being a good thing in winter because of the working outdoors in winter
Sure.
and rain and cold and wind and whatever. And it was a layer, but then it kind of elongated and then it became like a more Viking-ish, I think, thing. That's
But
what
so you
people
didn't
say.
get it from anybody. You found it from yourself.
Yeah, and also part laziness because then I didn't have
Of
to
course.
shave every day.
Sure, of course. Okay, so I guess just me and you then, Spade, are the only ones that got it from somebody. I saw this. The first time I saw this was from Fast and the Furious. The first one. The only one that I watched. No, not Fast and the Furious. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah.
Gone in 60 Seconds, Nicolas Cage, the guy that makes the BMW fake keys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got the beard like this. And I said, I was in the military, I was like, yo, I want that fucking beard. I don't care what I got to do. I want that shit. Because I was like, I've never seen it before except for on him. Apparently, this was very popular in the 1600s and 1700s. I didn't know that at that time. I was just like, ooh,
See-
that's a new style.
Hold on. There's a difference, though. I see what you're saying about how me and you got the inspiration from
Sure.
it. But
Sure.
ours are different, though. It's not like we copy and pasted and did the same exact thing.
But we
Like,
still got the idea from something other than
right.
ourselves.
It was inspiration.
Right. So which that tells you that society is no different than that today. People that are doing TikTok, people that are doing Instagram, fantastic fucking segue. People that are doing Instagram, people that are doing TikTok are seeing the people that are successful, celebrities, other TikTokers, and they want to be like them. So that it's essentially we're at well, not a mockingbird, where you parrot somebody else. Everybody wants to be like everybody else. Nobody wants to be themselves.
Yeah,
It's
but
not a
you-
not trying to be
the
bad,
problem,
right?
There's no
I mean-
problem with that.
There is a problem with that because then
No,
everybody
but
is
it-
doing the same shit.
And it becomes
No, but
cookie cutter.
not in your case. Not in your case and Spade, because you took something
Oh, well, our
original, but
beards.
you made it yourself. Yeah, you made it yourself. So if you find some inspiration for someone that someone else is doing, it's fine if it works as your inspiration. But you gotta put in the work to make it your own
Right.
and change it so it becomes something unique. You
But
can
if
get your
people know,
inspiration.
okay, but if people know where the original came from, right? Like, are people
Mm-hmm.
gonna know Spade Story? No. Are they gonna know mine? With a little bit of due diligence and just searching for
Maybe.
beards, you will find it, right? So, but even though I've made it my own, I'm not original in the sense that I came up with this idea. For
Right.
instance, that guy with that the lip to jaw, I've never seen that. So he clearly came up with that or saw it somewhere. But I think the idea is that everybody, even us, in some type of way, we find either inspiration or admiration for something, and then we want to be that way because that inspires us to be better. You see someone that loses weight, you're like, wow, okay, if he can do it, so can I. It's
Mhm.
I don't see that as a good thing because, well, look at TikTok, look at Instagram. You have people that don't want to work now. They just all want to be that super famous person. The problem is when you have a super saturated market, you really have to stick out. Like, you have to be unique. And people don't know how to do that because they're finding inspirations from other things. You're not coming up with it by yourself.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Isn't that highly dependent on the example
Yes.
you want to aspire to be? Because
Yes.
if it's a good example, healthy, good example, or famous, whatever, it doesn't matter. If it's a good example, you aspiring to be more like them is not a bad thing. If it's a bad example, however,
Only if you, I see you're right, Matthew, but only if you want to do a little bit better than the inspiration you look at.
Nobody says that.
In the sense that you have to improve upon what you've found.
Nobody does that.
Otherwise, you're exactly the same.
Nobody
Right,
does
you-
that.
you
Nobody
just want to
sees
admit
a
that.
millionaire. Nobody sees a millionaire. Yeah, let's face it, even all of us in here, no one's going to see a millionaire and be like, yeah, I want his money plus another million on top. You say, I just want what he has.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to that point, you might say, okay,
I want more.
I want more, right? But you're not going into it under the assumption or premonition that you are going to be bigger than him. You just want what they have, which I
Right.
think everybody has that. Whether or not you even want to admit it, you want
Yeah.
to be an American, Jorn, right? Matthew wants to be
100%.
healthy. Spade wants a background. Everybody wants something, right? Everybody wants something. It's just a matter of how far past you getting that something is enough. And I don't think there ever is.
But that's a good thing.
No, because that means we'll never be happy.
No, I don't think it's something you obtain.
Yeah.
Watch this.
No.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Let's play a game. I'm sorry. Did you want to say something, Matthew? Go ahead.
Well, you're right, and I think that's a problem in modern day society as well. People
Absolutely
always
right.
want that more, and there's nobody that's at a certain level and goes like, "Ooh,
I'm
I'm
good.
content. I'm good."
They're like at a casino, right? Where you're winning money. No one says, I'm good. Are there people? Sure.
Keep
Sure.
going.
Sure. Once you got 20 grand in your pocket, you're like, I only came in with 500. Let me take half of this 10 and try to bet that and win some more. You know, it's very hard to see where you're at and stop. Watch this. Let's play a game real quick. I'm going to give you 3 wishes. I'm going to give everybody here 3 wishes. Okay? Now, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to start just like this. Watch this. Jorn, you get to go first. Give me your first wish. Watch this.
Oh,
You're-
I want to be in Florida right now.
Okay. I put you in Florida right now. Boom. You're in Florida. You're right next to me, but now you're sick and dying. Give me your second wish.
Then it's got to be healthy.
Okay. Now you're in Florida. You're healthy, but you're broke.
Then I want money.
Okay. Now you're in Florida. You're healthy. You have money, but then you don't know how to spend it, and then
Or you get arrested for money
or
laundering.
you're healthy right now, but then you die in 20 seconds. So now you start, okay? Now you start to go into your wishes and think, wow, those are ridiculous wishes. You didn't think about them. That's the same thing when people jump into, I want to get, and you, no matter what, anybody here, like I've thought of this long and hard after watching the movie Wishmaster with Brie. It's impossible for you and a significant other to be immortal and to be happy together with 3 wishes. It is impossible. I don't care how you do it. It's because it's an odd number. You could say, I want to be immortal. She's immortal. I want to be healthy. First off, what happened with the money? We don't even get money now. Now we're just immortal and healthy, but we could be fucking miserable. So even if you do it for yourself, that tells you that that's what society is doing today is for themselves, and look where it's getting them. You're getting women that are doing OnlyFans, that are doing all this shit, and then when they get older and they look back, and we know that this is going to happen, where their kids are going to find it, or I don't know, a father's going to be subscribed to one of his pupils' parents because they're on OnlyFans. Society has fucked up this world, and I think that we're no help in it because we have admiration to be like things, and then once we get there, we'll figure it out. We don't think ahead; we think of right now.
I would say that's true for most people.
That's true for
But I
you.
think it's-
That's even true for you, Jorn. I gave you 3 wishes. You thought of right now.
Right.
You said
That's-
right, and I bet you everybody, even now after hearing your wishes, people would think about their wishes better. But no matter which way you cut it, no one's gonna say, "I wish all the poor people had money." No one's gonna say that. No one.
Because
I don't
Oh,
give
no.
a fuck who
nothing
you
to do
are.
with you. Because that has nothing to do with you.
Absolutely, it's all
Why
about
would you care
selfishness.
Yeah. But you know what though? Selfishness is what creates things to go round if you think about it. Somebody created something out of their selfishness to create something, and then they were able to sell it and make money, right? The only person that I feel like that wasn't selfish was Tesla. Okay? Tesla was the only person that wasn't selfish because he created shit just for everyone.
Well, he
and
didn't
then
create He didn't create electricity. Electricity existed before Edison, and
right, but he was the one that
it was just
Tesla
I mean,
was just a bad businessman because
yeah. That's all.
Yep.
That's
the
all.
only difference between
No, let's
Tesla
not feel
and
bad
Edison.
for him. He was fucking
I didn't
stupid.
say I feel bad for him.
Yeah, he was
Edison
stupid as
knew-
shit. So
He wasn't a
Edison knew
business
how to
person.
do business, how to promote things,
Right.
how to make himself.
because he had
Big
what? Because he had what? He had nobody to look up to. He had
Right.
no admiration.
Because he was the one
Himself
that
was
everybody
it.
had.
Well, how did that?
But then
work
he
out?
became the admiration for other people.
Oh, sure. And then people stole the shit and said that I found that. No, you didn't.
Right.
Yes, I did. Well, I got the money that says I did it. Well,
Yeah, Edison was kind of a douchebag.
Yes.
But a wealthy one.
yeah. So does that make him? It doesn't matter if you're mean or an asshole, right? If that makes you
Well,
better
right.
than the next person, by all fucking means, because that person don't give a shit about you.
Right.
You think those people
And
that
you
you
don't
look
care
up
about
to,
that
admire, to be, give a fuck about you?
No.
No. And just and it's the vice versa also. If they don't care about you, do you really care about them? All you want to do is either be them or surpass them. You don't care what they are. You don't
Well,
care
you
how
have
they
to
feel.
care what they are and who they are to become who they are and what they are. You have to care. You have to infatuate yourself with them. Just like TikTok teenagers have to infatuate themselves with other TikTokers to know what to do to get on that path of redemption.
Right, but is
But
infatuation
that's
the
more
same thing as
business
caring?
practice. That's
Sure, it's
of a
more business.
practice.
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
not the personality of the person.
Right.
You don't
Barely.
think that being, come on. You don't
We've
think
all
that
seen
you get a
if you
certain
care-
type of money or you become a certain wealth status, your personality doesn't change? Come on.
Knows
I
that
would-
when
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Especially if you're doing it like a public figure, I would close up my personality the best I can, or at least buy a new one and make that public.
Why? Because you're ashamed of who you are?
Oh, most definitely. I would erase most of my history
Why? But that's
and put a new
You really-
fake one in.
wait. Hold on. Wait. Why would you be afraid or
This isn't afraid. I would make an own image so people can look at that instead of the real one.
So this
Not
is
that
the
image.
new Jorn or this is a fake Jorn?
That will be the new one.
So
I
you
would
get
agree,
rid of
yeah.
who you are now.
But
Oh,
then
yeah.
you're faking it. You're basically gonna be an actor for the rest of your
Well,
life.
that's
just
the
faking
argument,
everything.
right? Well, the argument
Yeah.
is the opposite of what you're saying is fake it till you make it. You're saying
Yeah.
make it, then fake it.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't understand that though. But you are the person, right? You're the person that elevated themselves to become this. Why would you then
Yeah.
change it to make it look something different?
No. I'll have to explain it better. How I vision it is, I would, if I become a certain level, I would show less and less of my personality, so people can account for what I say. I would share my opinion way less than I do now. I would keep it on the wraps because people will take it out of context. And
Also,
use it
fear of
against me.
losing
You-
it is why you would change it.
Fear of losing it. It's now my opinion could maybe destroy a company or
Cancel
anything. So
culture.
I would
He's afraid of
share
cancel culture.
nothing about my personal life. I would share nothing about my personal beliefs and opinions. I'll keep them to myself. Not
that
because they can
cancel
destroy me.
But
Because
that's
you're afraid of
something
cancel
completely
culture.
different than
That's
making a
not
new
afraid of
personality.
cancel culture. You just don't get my personal opinion and beliefs. You're not
What did you say,
entitled to
Matthew?
them.
Same
I'll
as
keep
making
them
one
here.
up.
Say
that
again,
is-
Matthew, what did you say?
That's not the same as making one up. That's
Yes, it
closing.
is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes,
No,
it is.
you're
And
not
now I
sharing
can
another-
fill it up. No, I can fill it up with whatever is acceptable. So you get
See,
a
that's
dumbed down
not-
version of
no.
me.
because then
Yes,
you're
it
not.
is.
You said closing off is one thing, but
Mhm.
that's not the same thing as inventing another person or inventing another history or inventing. Closing up just means what you just said. They're gonna know nothing about me, not my personal information, not my belief, not my political, whatever. Then you're closing up. What you were saying before
To
is
me,
you're
is
gonna
that's
invent
the same
another.
thing, right?
Oh,
another
I get what you're
history,
saying
another
now.
person.
Let's just say he voted Democrat before. If he was to vote Republican, now that changes who he is. Versus now you're just turning off who you are. I don't think that's. I mean, it is changing your personality, but I have to agree with Matthew. You're not. It's not
He's faking it.
reversing it. You're not flipping it. You're just.
He's
But
faking
but
it.
why would you do that though? I don't see you as a person to be fake. What for fear of
I don't
losing
think
it?
I would. No, I don't think it would be fake. It's just a self-preservation.
But that's not who you are.
Oh, deep down, I think. Well, we've shared a lot of streams, but I'm even though I've given my opinion on this, and truthfully, so every single time, I'm not. You are way more open-minded and outgoing than me. Matthew is the same, and Spade is the same. So I would, as self-preservation to whatever I've made for myself, if it's a company or is it something else, I think I would fall back into the background and share less of it.
So because
As
you're
a
stubborn,
self-preservation.
you're not going to change for the better. Because you're stubborn, you're going to stay the same and distance yourself, so that way
Oh, yeah.
people can bother you.
Yeah.
That's,
And that's-
Because you
not
don't
me.
because you don't want to lose it.
Yes. Yeah. Because I think if
And
you
you
all
think
agree,
you'd be able to sleep at night with this? Being able to
Oh,
shut
yeah.
this shit up?
no way.
Okay.
No way.
Well, then you're a
lying.
stronger person than I am because using your argument, put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes with the people with the money. You're saying that you would not say how you feel and you would keep it all to yourself. I struggle to do that, and you see how strong of a person I am. So if you think that you could do that, you're a better person than I am, bro. Because I
no, not really. Not really.
Yeah, really. Because I
That's-
wish I could
that's-
just shut that off and continue to make
Mm.
$2,000 from a certain fucking person. But
But
I
that's
can't.
not better. I'm not sharing what I feel. How is that better?
That is better because you're winning in the long run. You're getting more money.
It's
you're not
also a very
losing.
lonely existence.
Not
Well,
really. Not
Sharing
really.
how
'Cause-
you feel can also be a lonely existence.
Absolutely, yes. Fucking. You're looking.
Yes,
you're looking
yeah.
at the fucking person, right? I mean, so no matter which way you go, at least all the people that you knew getting to that point still know who you are inside. But the people on the outside are, either which way you go, you're fucked. So you might as well just be the person you are and get to where you need to be. With having, I guess it's okay to have admiration for somebody. I don't know. I don't. I never have had an admiration. I've had admiration for things, but not for an actual person. I've looked up to people, but I didn't want to be where they're at because I saw their life from my eyes, and I didn't want that. So, aside from the beard, but I think each person has to find their own person. You know, the challenges exist because other people do it. They don't do challenges to challenge themselves. Well, it may be challenging themselves in that video. You're not unique in doing it.
No. Sure.
It makes you just like everybody else.
That is also easier to do.
But again, that's cookie cutter, right? It's easier to do, but now you're oversaturated.
Yeah, but you probably know as well if you don't stand out.
You won't. You won't break out. You won't break out if you
Yeah.
don't stand out. But at the
But
same
then
time,
if
though,
you stand out too much, then you work yourself into a niche market, and then you just hope you find a bunch of people that actually like and stay around for your niche. that you're now presenting into the world.
Right.
So
But
it's
your
not that
niche
easy.
cannot grow, though. That's the problem. Your niche doesn't grow. It doesn't ever really
well-
grow. Your niche is set at what it is.
Well, that
Right?
not necessarily. You could be underestimating how many people that are really find you entertaining in that small niche. You don't know. You think you're alone because I don't know how many people really present themselves the way they are on the internet. So unless you are 100% presenting yourself the way you are, you never know how many people are on the same level as you. And that means financially, think the way you think, or like the things you like, have the same kind of humor and gravitate towards you. You'll
Yeah,
never
but no
know.
matter what,
So-
though, but no matter what, even if you showed who you were online, on the internet, and you were as truest as you could possibly be, you're going to get people that feel the same type of way, but there's never going to be 100% similarities. There's always going to
Oh,
be
no.
something that veers off.
slightly
And then
different.
those people that were close because of the similarities you shared now realize you have one thing different. I'm speaking from firsthand experience here. Realize you have something different than what they feel. They get a little sensitive and then they leave. Right? I'm no longer coming back to this channel because he doesn't vote for the same person or whatever the case may be. So you'll never find somebody that is 100% truly honest. It's
But
impossible.
that to me is strange. Let's say, I make a dinner for all of you, right? I make a nice steak dinner, some asparagus, mashed potatoes. For some reason, I'm gonna pick something. For some reason, I put a little bit of green beans on there. I know you don't like it. That makes it a little bit awkward because I already know you don't
Right.
like it. But you could put it on the side and just not eat it. We're
Right.
not. That's the thing I'm trying to explain is even though we're all friends, the fact
You
that
can-
there's some similarities we don't like, I don't feel the way that we should push aside that.
And
person
that's why
entirely.
we've been friends for so
Yeah.
long, though, Jorn.
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah.
that's not general society.
And I
General
think that's
society, you say one thing sideways. Look at Trump. He did great at
That's it.
presidency. He's a little bit stubborn at his ass end. That
Yeah.
overshadowed everything you did good.
Yep.
Everything. You could be good your whole life, a good person, help out people. And you do one bad thing
That's it.
and
They'll
you've
always
destroyed it
remember that.
all.
Yep.
And that's what they're going to remember you for the one
Yep.
stupid thing or the
Amen.
one bad thing you did.
Kinda
What is the
depends
saying?
how-
It takes years to build an empire, but 10 minutes to destroy it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. There's no answer to that. If there was, we'd see a whole lot more successful people. But you can't be successful in a field where it's so saturated. Like if a fast food chain tries to come up right now,
Nope.
good luck.
It's gonna be hard.
Good luck.
Mm.
You know,
It's gonna be very hard.
yeah, good luck. I thought about this the other day. Target. Target. Where did Target come out of? Where did they come out of? They just came out of fucking nowhere.
Well, for us, but they started somewhere else that other
Oh,
people
sure.
knew
Of
about.
course they started somewhere. I'm just saying they just blew up out of nowhere.
Right.
Walmart's been around since, the 50s. And then under the 5 and dime store, whatever, the 10-cent store. But Target just blew up out of nowhere.
Just
So-
like Amazon.
Well, I think that's the internet that helped that. Right.
Right. But it
Yeah,
still
that-
blew up.
Sure. Right. But who's the next Amazon? Alibaba Express?
that's it.
Not going to
That's
happen.
That's what I was going to ask you. The
It's
internet
Temu.
created so many rich people.
Temu would be your next one. The Chinese company. Right.
Wow,
That's your next one.
I don't
Wish.
think so
But-
because
but Wish was before
one of
Temu.
these companies reaches a certain level and a certain wealth, you're not gonna be able to bring them down, or they're
Yeah,
just
no
gonna
way.
take you over.
There's no way.
Or change names and start over again. I feel like
No, but
that's what they're doing with the Timu and the Wishes and the Ali. Oh, this one is
they're all the
going down.
same.
Let's create a new one with a different
Yeah.
name and a little
I think it's the same thing.
different
So
font.
so Wish was created by a couple, a male and a female, and then Temu was created by the male of the male and the female. The female still runs Wish, and then the male. They're still a couple, but they're it's the same. It's the same. It's like me
So
and
it's
Bree
the same
creating.
thing.
It's essentially the same thing, and it's Temu. It's not Timu, but yeah, it's the same shit. And then you have Alibaba Express, which is the same thing as Alibaba, right? It's the same shit. It's just an express version. And you know, when you
Even-
order it's just you can't, like you said, Matt, you can't take a big corporation and destroy it, and you're not going to come at it from nowhere and destroy
No
it.
way.
But
Look at the bookstores. We used to have Borders
Barnes,
books.
Barnes and Nobles.
Then you have Barnes and Nobles, but then Barnes and Nobles bought the other one and said, "All right, we're done with your bookstore.
Yep.
We'll take it." So
Look
you
at what Meta
can't-
did. Meta did the same thing. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, this
WhatsApp.
app is starting to grow.
Yeah.
This chat
Yeah.
app is starting to grow.
Yeah.
Buys
What do you
WhatsApp.
want for it? Oh, we'll,
Same thing on Instagram.
we'll add it to our own, and now it's a Meta app.
right. But then what happens is you become a monopoly. But in a personal life, you can't do this. You can't be that 20-year-old female trying to compete with somebody that's been in the game for 15 years. It's not going to happen. You understand? So these people that have these aspirations to become someone famous online, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Good
and
luck.
the bar keeps
Good luck.
being
Raising.
higher as well,
Raising.
right? Because you're the flavor of you're on OnlyFans and you're the flavor of the month, but you only do topless. Next month, you're gonna have to do something else, or you're not gonna be
That'd
the
be different.
flavor of the month anymore. So
Yep.
those panties are gonna come off, and then 2 months on.
Are
It starts
doing other
dwindling
things.
again. So you're gonna have to be that next step. So it's and you already have people to compete with that do 20 steps ahead of you.
But that's only for women, right? If you only have your body and your looks to offer, and you can't really provide any other content, then you can have a rapid rise, but the decline is going to be even faster. If you're just if that's the only thing you have to offer and nothing else, yeah, you didn't have much to begin with.
It is kind of women fooling other women into believing that you can have everybody can make a ton of money on this thing, and that's simply not true. The average makes what $300 a month.
That's bad. That's bad. It's like $600 or something. But they
But
all
before
inflate
that,
it and
though,
say
how
how
much-
much they make. No, you don't. You don't make that. I want to see your tax
That's only
returns.
0.1% or something that makes really lots of money on it.
And they're
But
the
it
ones
makes
that have been
sense
there
to
for
lie
years.
about it, right?
Why?
Oh, from their point of view, would you be comfortable admitting that you gave it all away for very low amount of money?
Oh, in that regard, yeah. But I would think that you would want to tell them. You would want to tell them the truth to persuade them not to do it, so the market does not become saturated.
Yeah. So
That's
that's what
you
it's
still have
it's
people
going
with
wrong.
value. It makes
That's
more
where it's
sense to
going wrong
degrade
nowadays.
everyone so you come on top.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that's why you tell them that it's low, not high. Because if it's high, they're going to obviously want to do it. If you tell them the truth and say, "Look, I only make 2,000," you'll have less
Oh.
competition.
No,
Yeah.
I think I didn't explain myself correctly. If you now convince another person to do it as well, and you already know, oh, she's not as good looking as me, she will get less money. Now you make yourself feel better because you devalue her, and you're still making more. It's still terrible money, but if everyone start doing it, well, the value is gone. Even though there's a couple that make way more money than you, now
I think
the
it'll get
illusion
to
is
a-
gone.
I think it'll get to a point where nobody's making anything anymore because
No, it's going to
there
get
is-
worse and worse.
There's literally a pool of you pick and choose what you want. You know, it's going to
Going
get to a
up, but
point where
you
you
just said-
AI, where you design the
But
person
you,
want
you
to
just said, Jay,
Yeah,
the problem is when you go back 60 or 100 years, you had older relatives, mothers, grandmothers, whatever in a community, telling younger women this is the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't do this. This is gonna make you unhappy.
Oh,
This is
parenting.
so that's wrong.
Oh,
And that's not, it's
Oh,
even
that
worse.
one.
It's not only gone, but the modern day young female mother or whatever, then
let's be
They're
honest.
bad.
Hold on. You're not going to like what I'm about to say here. Let's be honest. Even if you brought the parenting back and you did that, you can't. You can't because her friends are going to do it, right? No matter how much you want to raise your kid to be the way that they are, no offense, parents, you have no control.
Nope.
There is. It is so far out of control right now. You got to start shackling kids to their bedroom. You got to pull away the phones. You got to, and I know this sounds extreme, but drastic times calls for drastic measures. You want to fix it? Remove all the social media. Remove
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
number
All
one.
of it. Even what I'm doing right now, remove it. Bring back radio shows.
No.
Bring back podcasts without actual video.
Yeah.
You'll fix a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you would have to do it globally, not just here or there. All of society globally. Let's cancel all this.
I don't think it would be a bad thing. Not at all.
Well, we managed to
Obviously,
survive
I would
without-
miss final credits, but I would listen to it.
We managed to survive without internet.
Yeah, but the problem is our current lives require the internet so much that you need to have it.
Yeah, but do you need social media? You need the internet.
Oh
I
no,
agree
you don't
with
need
that, but-
social media. Correct.
Wow.
I agree with
Ah,
Do you really need internet?
do you need
Oh.
social media? Yes, you do. How else would you keep tabs on somebody from a country that we're not allowed to call?
How did they do it back in the day? Mail.
You're not going to get mail to Russia. That ain't happening. I don't give a shit how you plan to do that.
no.
You can't even buy something from a Russian website if you live in America. You have to go through a VPN. And then when it gets to customs, they're not going to ship it to you.
Mm.
So you kind of, do you need internet? Ooh. Oh.
I think you do.
Yeah,
For
I
basic
don't know if you
survival?
could get rid. I don't think you could get rid of that. There's a lot of fiber companies. There's a lot of money invested in that. I don't
Yeah.
think that's going anywhere. Get rid of social media. I think you get rid of TikTok. I know that this sounds so anti people. Just get rid of TikTok and see what happens. Try it.
I
I'm on
agree,
there.
but I also disagree. TikTok, you get rid of TikTok, something else will come in its place, or
Instagram.
Instagram, or
Yeah,
Fa-
but
or
those are all
YouTube Shorts.
censored. You can't put up a video of you in front of a candle showing your vagina on Instagram. That ain't gonna fucking happen.
That's also true. Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Which says I promote censorship. Which in today's day and age, yes, I 100%. I think you should be able to say what you want to say. Agree. I think it should be what YouTube does, where they demonetize you because they don't like what you have to say. That's fine. As much as I'd love to get money from if I say something, don't cancel me for it. Just say you can't get money. That's fine.
That's
I'm
it.
still able to have my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't think you
I
should
agree
be
with
showing X-rated vagina lips through a fucking lamp on a social media platform. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to that. I don't. I think it's tacky. It's not original. It's, as much as I love a pair of vagina lips, I just don't think that is the platform for it.
Yeah, there's a platform for everything. Go do it over there. Why are you doing it over here? I get it. I understand that.
And why are
do
you even
think
doing it
that's-
for free, you fucking idiot? Like,
Yes.
you're such an idiot.
But
You
wait,
can't
are they-
monetize that.
But what if they're doing it on purpose, as if preview this here, but go here to
And then you
watch-
type their name in Google, and then you do OF, and then you do leak. And now you just got everything that they have on there for fucking free. People aren't idiots, man. It's wow. You're the idiot with the vagina in front of the candle. Do you know how much of a fire hazard that is?
I'm sure that's what they're worried about.
You're gonna need a fucking skin graft when that shit lights up like a tinder box, bitch.
They have all the money. Oh no.
No, they don't have any money.
Do you ever consider that we are now the old people? Like we gotta go back 50, 70 years ago where they did the little
Sure.
skirts and they went like, this is blasphemy. You're going straight to hell.
Yes.
And now these people, this
Well-
is the next level, and we're going.
Yeah, but think about the
Where do
level
you
of how
go
much it
from here?
progressed.
So you guys remember in the 90s, right? To see a slashers film was, oh my God, it's so gory and so bloody. Right. I was the guy that loved Face of Death and Rotten.com, right? And I used to tell people they're going to put this in movies. No, they're not. They'll never put it in movies. And then Saw came out and Hostel. And then people were like, whoa, this is too much. And then people loved gore. Then they made it into movies. So,
The bar
and
keeps
then they
going up.
said, right, then they said, well, they're never going to put a children being killed in a movie, Rambo 7 or Rambo 6, where he killed children. Okay, next. Then they said they're never going to hippo a child. Next.
Yes, they
Been
did.
done. What is next? Like, the only thing you got next is something that we all seem to agree on, that Popo is not acceptable by society standards. Give it 10 years. Give
Yeah.
it 10 years, that shit will be on TV, and you'll be like, wow, that's it. Because then there's...
And then we turn around and say, back in my day, we didn't do that shit.
We only discussed it. It wasn't on movies.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that has not been exploited
Yet.
yet.
Because it's true. Not yet.
And people will say there's no way that'll ever be on TV. Okay.
That's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
Okay,
you get
bro.
bored.
Okay.
Look at George Carlin when he made that skit about the 8 words that you can't say on TV. Guess what? You could say all those words on TV now,
I think
right?
the only word you can't say on TV
Oh,
is
fuck.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
say
yeah.
shit,
Okay.
damn,
So-
hell,
so
bitch,
seven-
cunt. Yeah.
Again, 7 out of 8.
Yeah.
And that was
Huh?
only what, 30 years ago, right? Well, almost 40. When he, no, what was it? Was it
Yeah,
the
we
90s?
were watching Nip Tuck. So Nip Tuck, the first season was on HBO, and then they sold it to FX, right? And they
Right.
never cursed in it. And then when you get to season 6, all of a sudden shit and fuck is in there. And you're like, whoa.
What the fuck?
Wow. This is regular TV. So somewhere along the line, that just people are getting more...
Desensitized. That's the word. They don't care
Not
about things
completely.
anymore. They just show it.
Not completely,
don't you
because
think
then
it lowers
other
it?
words become sensitive. There are other words
Absolutely.
you can't
Agree.
say now on TV.
Right. Like you can't say
That's only
retard.
one word.
Or you can't even say retard now. But 10, 20 years ago, you say retard all day. Oh, my kid's retarded. You just said it.
Right. Just like you can't say fag. You can't say fag now without, if you're not gay, you can't say it.
Yeah. You're making things that were so vulgar in nature more okay. And then things that were passive but aggressive now unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
What are we
working in
doing?
reverse. I mean, because the other way would be the natural order is they're passive aggressive. Now we just go straight aggressive, and then you get even more raw than that. Now we got to go back to what we could say, and now you can't say it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bad.
Things like BET, Black Entertainment Television, should be canceled then because that's all black people. I think
Oh.
there should be a hat, Hispanic Entertainment Tonight, and a white Entertainment
Or
Tonight.
wet.
Yes, just all white people. When's the
I
last
don't know.
time?
All-
No,
all dressed
seriously,
in
I'm gonna
white?
sound like a damn Nazi right now. That's because society deems it that way. When's the last time? I'm not joking. When is the last time you've seen a movie and it's been all white people?
Nope. When's the last time you saw a commercial and it's all white people?
When's the last time you've seen a movie that's all black people? I got a whole lot of these. I got a whole lot of these.
Or a diverse group.
Well,
Doesn't
what's
have
up,
to be
man?
all black.
Diverse groups
What do you?
now.
What do you?
Right.
What? What do you got? Give me an all-white movie. There has to be
All
one.
white?
There has to be one in the
Current
past 5 years.
Well, what's the time frame? What's the time
Past
frame?
5
Hey,
years.
No
Past 5
way.
years.
No, I got nothing. I got.
I don't even care if it's a European movie.
Even then, nope.
All
All
white.
white? Nope.
I could
Nope.
give you an all-black one.
Oh, of course.
Anything Jordan Peele makes.
Yeah, it was that one with the black kid with the slave and us or the people or whatever.
Us.
Not us. Us was all black people, but
Yeah.
the one with the it was one of the greatest movies that they say with it's all rich white people and the black guys is-
It was like a Stepford Wives type deal.
yeah, but with a black kid.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know it, John. When you hear it, you're gonna know it. I never
Yeah,
saw
but
it.
I'm
The
gonna get
People?
excited.
No, not the people.
Don't look it up, John. It's cheating.
No, I'm waiting for him. He has this. He's got it.
I don't. It's like
I don't know it. I think it's the people or something. Or go, John. What is it? I know you looked it up.
No, I haven't looked it up.
Do you know what
I
it
haven't
is?
looked it. No, it's like Spade. I haven't seen it, and I think I know.
Bree
which one
knows
you're
what it
talking
is.
about.
I just can't remember the movie. But it's all black people. Well, it's all white
Yeah,
people, but
all-
it's against all
all
white
his
people,
movies
but
are.
it's a black. Yeah, I don't know how you could write that shit. If you did that shit as a white dude against
Ooh,
oh,
that won't
you
work.
could throw your career away.
Goodbye. Thanks for coming.
Bree, what's the
I
movie?
don't.
What's the movie with the black kid where he's a slave and then he tries to act? Jordan Peele did it. You know what it is, Bree. Did you look it up, Spade?
I'm
Just
gonna
look
look
it
it
up.
No, I'll look it
Because
up.
we're getting nowhere. It says one of the best movies.
No, not us.
No, not us.
Get out. Get out.
Get out. That's it.
Get out.
That's it.
Get out.
I don't know how anyone. I've seen multiple trailers of what he's created, even like the show, because they have a show together, right? He's one of the guys that have that comedy show.
Keenan and Peele.
Yeah,
Keenan and-
I've
Well,
seen
how
bits
can
of
you-
it.
How can you
How
direct
is
shit
he-
like that?
What do you mean?
I
For him,
don't. I
it's
don't
like,
understand why people
minority.
don't think that he's a massive racist.
I-
I've seen most of it.
He's
Yeah, I
making
mean,
a
it does-
minority film.
Well, okay, but you, even in that situation, that movie there, I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer. I'm like, this racist as fuck. I don't say cancel it, but now if you had a white dude make shit about black people, that would be
Cancelled in a second.
Will it though? I don't know. I feel like there will be people who will complain about it, but I don't think it would get canceled because you can easily say, well, if Jordan Peele can do this, why can't I do this?
No,
I feel
won't
like
work.
it's a double-edged sword. It's like
then
nobody
fine.
wants to
Then
do it.
fine. Then give me a movie that is racist like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to do that because
Well, give me a
for
movie
Peele,
that's all pro-white and the whites win.
Ah,
the whites win.
Even if you go
Oh.
with the movie Higher Learning. Who's seen Higher
Hmm.
Learning with Michael Rappert and Busta Rhymes and Ice?
Hmm.
Nobody seen that? Oh,
no.
great.
I haven't seen the film one. I've seen parts of it. I've never seen the full thing. But
You can't, bro. You just can't do it. You can't even make a movie that's edgy like Tropic Thunder. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but what Lance said, only if the whites are the bad people.
Yeah, and that's the movie Get Out. It's pro-black people.
Yeah.
That's the
All
only
the-
reason why that's diverse is to make them the bad people.
right, so you can't have the white people being
Which
the
is
good
odd
people.
because if you look at the numbers, we're definitely not the bad people. Maybe in a large scheme of things, but if you look at people in prison, we're definitely not. And not every white person is privileged and has the money to get out of jail card. Not
But
everyone.
realistically, though, white people, Stream is so edgy.
Ooh.
Look at it differently, right? Back in the 80s, every person that was a bad guy inside of an action movie was Russian, right?
Or
So we
German.
stopped that.
Or German.
Or German, right?
right?
So you
Yeah.
stop that. Later in the 90s, it became, oh, everybody is from the Middle East, right? Those are the bad guys now. So look at a movie like Top Gun, right? You don't know who the bad guy is because they don't explain it. You don't know whether
The
they're
Russians,
white, they're
isn't it?
black.
It's the Russians.
Yeah, it's,
No, they don't. They don't.
They
say
tell you
it.
the fucking plane they're fighting against. And I mean, if you
Right. Just that's because it's just the plane. You don't know where they got the plane from.
well,
Okay, we're not flying Russian planes, by the way, over here. We're using American ones, so it's pretty obvious which ones you're.
But
I
they
think
don't
that's a
flat
piss
out
poor
say it.
example, but I never noticed that, and it's very accurate. I mean, but when you look at white people are traditionally hippoers, serial killers. Those are facts. What is it? 9 out of 10 hippoers are white people right now.
Yeah.
9 out of 10, bro.
9 out of 10. That's 90%, man. That's
yeah,
a lot.
look it up, dude. That is a field that I guess we specialize in. Like that's. At 9 out of
What's
10,
wrong with that?
bro.
We like to excel.
Okay.
We almost at
sure.
100, guys. Keep going.
Sure. Sure, I guess. It's just something we excel at.
That's crazy. Wow, I didn't think it was that high.
Yeah, and
I
same
think
thing with
it's
serial
got to be the
killers.
same when you look at fraud or something. We really excel at that as well.
Well, yeah,
Or
that's why it's called a
taxation.
white collar crime.
No, white collar. No, it's not white. Oh my god.
Jeez.
That was done as a joke, guys. Come on.
That was
so
terrible.
bad.
That was terrible. Yeah, when you look at crime rates, I think it's because of the percentage. You'll see more white people than you will black people, but that's because there's more white people that exist than there are than black people. So that's why those numbers are higher.
Yeah.
But when you look at percentages, oh no, it doesn't work that way. It's
Right.
reverse now.
That's a crazy. I still can't get that. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't think it was that high. Not even close. I was thinking like maybe like 7 out of 10. I didn't think 9.
No.
That's an insane
Just
number.
look up your most infamous. And you know what is
Yours?
also weird is when you start looking at like your top serial killers, Ted Bundy, Ed Gein.
They're white.
They're all, well, not even just white. They're all sexual.
Hmm?
All of them.
Ah.
John Wayne Gacy, all of them are all sexual. All of them. It's not just for
You
the
could-
sake of just killing. Like there's a
Right. There's a sexual
You could
thing.
spin
there's
that
a
with-
mission statement behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Mission
could also spin that, right? Is that now white privilege because they have the opportunity to
Yes,
get that
100%.
amount of
That is white privilege. 100%. As a white person, I am telling you that is white privilege. 100%.
Yep.
100%. Agree.
But to be honest, isn't that all based on reporting crimes, the hippoing and the serial killing? If it's a community that doesn't report it, or if it's deemed as normal, or the violence in certain neighborhoods among certain people is outrageous, how are you gonna see that it's a serial killer amongst?
And then it comes down to what kind of value the person had before they went missing, too, right? If you go grab someone who isn't really integrated into society, it's, let's say, a little easier to make them disappear.
If you-
Right, like a homeless person, sure.
Yep.
But those people that do those crimes, the serial killing and the hippoing, that kind of go with it. It's so weird when you think of it, how those two go hand in hand. I can't think of a serial killer that did not hippo. Even the Green River Killer, like all of them did. All of them.
I think it's control.
No, didn't the
Get
Zodiac
off
killer
on
not
that
do that?
control.
The Zodiac
What?
killer, didn't he not
Well,
do?
he
No,
was
even Son of
barely a
Sam
serial
did.
killer. He was barely
he was
one,
a big
right?
thing
So
for
look at the numbers.
decade, no?
No, he did.
Right?
He did.
Oh, he did?
The Zodiac Killer, yeah. Not all
An
of
easy
them, but
one?
some.
Took us-
No,
That's a
well, I
low
think
number, right?
they just recently found out who it is, right? Some people on Reddit they decrypted his messages, and the FBI reached out to him. Yeah, some of them, not all of them, but still, I mean, you'd be hard pressed to name anybody that did that and did not hippo with it. It's so weird. I guess it is control. It just
Hmm.
that's one thing America's famous for too, right? All serial killers that came out of it.
Well, yeah, because well, then again, we don't hear about the ones from out of country, do we?
we've had
Escobar,
a couple
Escobar, really? You never heard of anybody that committed all those crimes? That dude that ate people, I can't remember his fucking name, from Germany.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't hear the
Jack the
most
Ripper.
of them. Like, but Jack the Ripper is 200 years old. That
Still counts.
Still counts. Right now we got to, so it's got to be modern. Okay. So,
you're being modern within the last 40 years, not something that happened 200 years ago.
And Jack the Ripper was a successful serial killer because I never
Never
caught
got
him.
caught. Yeah.
that's why I
Yeah, but
say it was like
that
6
success
people.
that success is reliant on the age he was in.
Absolutely.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was
that
way
long ago.
easier.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
fuck out of
it
here.
was way easier.
No cameras now. No DNA.
You could
test.
fucking be a cowboy 200 years ago, bro, and shoot somebody in the middle of the street over a beer, and it was okay.
It's okay.
Like, let's go
And-
shoot
and
this
again-
one out over blackjack. What the fuck? No, you win. I'm good. You take the
I
money. I'm
fold.
fine.
I
Yeah, I
fold.
fold. Look, keep a gun in the holster, man. You can have that deck. It's fine. I'll just go outside and smoke a cigarette. I don't know. Times are different. You handle shit like that now, where someone says some shit to you on the internet, you do like a virtual shootout. Whoever wins, their computer blows up. Like, you don't kill them. You just, their shit blows up. That's
I like that
it.
idea.
That's it. It's done. I challenge you to a virtual bang bang. Whoever wins, your computer blows up or melts.
That's it. And you can't
Done.
go on for a fixed amount of time.
I love it. I love it.
That's actually a really good idea. If forget about the
Give it
blowing
time.
up the computer.
Give it time. Give it time.
But the you can't go on, like, you being censored, like just like when you get banned on Facebook or anything like that. They tell you, because you exceeded what you said to a certain degree, we're going to tell you you can't post anymore for an X amount of time. I think that should be done more. But it's got to be something that's
So you're saying
really
more
bad.
censorship. You're saying more censorship.
Well, yeah, because if somebody comes in and goes full blown, super
Well, what
racist,
happened to hackers? Remember we
They
seen about
became white
hackers
hats
10 years
now.
ago?
they get paid now, not to hack.
Yeah, I get that, but then you still have people up and coming. You ever notice how big hackers were in the early 2000s? Obviously, security was a whole, right? And as
There was no
time goes
security.
on, you just don't hear about hackers anymore.
I think they
They just steal
use their
information.
skill differently now.
How?
From in the sense that they would go after a company and then get either ransom or even better, get a job out of it, and then they get recruited.
Yeah, but
Right.
then get a
And way
job
back
to
when-
counter hackers that there are none left. I'm not saying that there's
Yeah.
no hackers left. Clearly there are, but that's where
They
you get
don't-
into the Dominion voting. Oh my God, I don't give a shit what anybody says. I really don't. I really don't. I'm gonna get shit for this. I don't think any of that shit was staged. I don't. I just think you fucking lost. That goes against what everybody believes. I think all those votes were legit. I do. Even in a court of law, aren't we? Isn't that what we go by in America? Right? What the
And even
justice
then,
decides.
Does
Hold
it
on.
matter what you believe?
Wait, hold on. Last week you said that, even though O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murder, we all know that he was guilty, right?
Sure, but
So
okay, but that's a suspicion, right? We're not saying that he did it. It's just a suspicion, and that first off, if you're taking everything that I say 100%, you're not factoring in my satire or sarcasm.
I know. But
Right?
I was just
like,
I
of
was just
course,
giving
we
you an
all
example.
feel that way because of all the evidence against it, right?
Right.
But this whole Dominion shit, could it be that just Trump lost? You don't.
It's
you don't-
possible. Anything's
Yeah.
possible.
Possible? think it's pretty fucking accurate. For you to say that that's wrong, you're questioning America as a whole, right?
Well, we
When
did that
you
with
say
Al Gore,
that's-
right?
Well, no, the Al Gore thing was a little bit different than the Dominion thing. This is the voting system versus the people that voted. There's a little bit of a
I do-
discrepancy there.
Okay.
Dominion is...
Regardless,
It doesn't matter. You fucking lost, bro. Cheating, and
Mm.
you don't think if you... Let's just say the argument... This is a big one here. Like, this is red flag everywhere. Let's just say that they cheated. You don't think if you knew of a way to cheat that you wouldn't have done it too?
Of course. You got to be stupid to say no to
And
that.
you're
Yeah.
going to tell me that you didn't get to where you are today without cheating? Mr. Trump, you closed your businesses in Atlantic City to avoid certain debts coming after you. So before you talk about cheating, yeah, you may use the system. I agree. But you cheat just like everybody else does.
Yeah, it's a loophole.
So when Biden beat you, if he beat you by cheating, he beat you at your own game. That sucks. To
I don't
invent
think
chess-
Biden beat him. The people around him.
I just
Right.
think that Trump lost. I think it's that simple. I
Yeah.
called this shit before it even happened, before he even voted. Trump ain't gonna win. Nah, yes he is. No, yeah. No, he's not. Yes he is. Yes he is. Yes he is. Okay. Okay, bro.
But for how good and organized you guys are, we do have to agree that voting system as a whole could be improved upon.
Biden didn't beat him. Trump
lost.
got beat
Beat it.
because
Beat him
Biden
himself.
was not Trump.
Yeah. Trump
Yeah.
beat himself. I can
Yeah.
agree with that. I'll agree with that.
If
Yeah,
he
you're
would
almost
just
done.
censor himself a little bit.
Take his
I've
phone
lost the
away,
election.
man. That's all you had to do.
Take his social media away. You want to start with
That's it.
social media? Start with the president.
You'll
Why
get
don't
this
you
get
back
this, bro?
after your term.
Well,
You'll get
I have a
this back
serious
after
question.
your term. 4
Yeah, you're
years.
grounded for the next 6 months.
I have a serious question though. Why does the president need a social media? The president can make a news conference at any time he wants. Why does he need to be on Twitter? Why does he need to be on Facebook? You don't need that shit. Call a press conference. You're the president of the United States. Everyone
Yeah,
will stop
but
what they're doing just to
most-
watch.
Yeah, but you're not gonna call a
Most
press
leaders-
conference every fucking 9 minutes, right? Like,
No.
No.
you know,
So
like
shut up and wait until you have something that's good for 20 minutes.
But you can't. The press conference isn't quite the same as a tweet, right? Tweet feels personal. Like, ooh,
Hmm.
the president's tagging everyone. You know,
And
You
most
shouldn't do
political
that, though.
leaders have one. Most
They shouldn't. Political leaders should not have
yeah.
it.
Before Trump, they even had it. Whether or not they
Mhm.
used it like Trump, well,
That's what I'm saying. They should. Political leaders should not have a tweet. If they want to say
Yeah, but-
something to the masses, they should go on TV.
you can't do that every 9 minutes, bro. It can't be 2:00 in the morning. You're not sleeping right. You're in a TV dinner because your chef's out, and you're like, yeah, let's pop a let's pop a press conference at 2:15 when I can't fucking make it. Come on now.
I don't know.
I think it's a big part of it is to make them seem like a normal person, a man of the people.
But that's the thing, Matthew. That's the big difference I always got from him and then other political leaders. I really got the sense that it was him. And I think other political leaders have some assistant type it up and send
Of
it out
course.
into the world.
See,
You
that's what-
could really tell
See,
that it
this is
was
why I said I'm
him.
gonna fire people up because I know I got some hardcore Republicans in here. This is where I'm gonna the mail-in ballot shit was the cause that should have not been allowed. Yo, mail-in
But it's
ballots
been allowed.
existed way before Trump did.
Yes.
So
For
that
years,
argument is
decades.
fucking retarded. Like it's retarded. So then why didn't it work in Trump's favor then? Yeah, if Trump was the popular vote, what? And a popular vote doesn't matter. It's electoral. So what is the argument? That's what people are always going to find a reason why he lost. It couldn't be that he just fucking sucked. No, it had nothing to do with it. It's got to do with the other
It was
person.
his image. His image. And he did that all by himself, by the way.
It never left, Buckeye. Mail-in ballots have been around and have always been used since 1972 or 1976.
Even before that, I think. No.
Yeah, I don't know where people get this shit from. Like
Yeah.
these poppycock bullshit podcasts.
The reason for that was for soldiers who were away for into other countries, so they can do their thing and vote for their country for who they wanted to run their country. It has always been a thing. I don't understand why people keep saying that it's not.
1864 was the first time mail-in ballots were used. All the
So
way
there you
up
go.
until
200 years ago.
2024.
200 years ago.
That's a lot of years of cheating. Ooh.
But it
Which
doesn't.
led up to 2020.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, but the
then
argument
we figured
is
it out.
even if they were fake, even if they're fake, it doesn't matter. The popular vote doesn't matter in America. It does
Right.
not matter in America. It's the Electoral College. They can override it and be like, everybody voted for Democrat, we're voting for Republican. They can do that. So even if the mail-in ballots were in favor of him, it does not matter. Tell me the last time that a Republican president won by popular vote. Matter of fact, tell me any president that won by popular vote. Never. It's always been Electoral College since it existed. People have to stop coming up with this horse shit that you're just trying to come up with the reason why the person you liked lost. He lost. That's
That's
it.
it. Get
He
over it.
lost. Over. Done. Lost. You suck. Move on.
They could have put a
Other
potato
than
up
that-
against. They could have put a potato up against Trump, and the potato would have won. Well, they kind of did, but I mean,
It wasn't
what
fully
am I getting
cooked.
at?
Yeah,
Like
it wasn't
that.
a big
Now it's
potato.
fully cooked. Now it's completely gone.
Not,
Like it's
not that
mush.
much of a difference anyway.
Buckeye, anybody, my father used to do mail-in ballots for years, since the 90s, because he didn't want to wait in line to go vote. For years he was doing that shit. So don't say that it's a new thing. It's not.
But
He didn't want to wait in line, so he just filled out the paperwork and mailed it.
But objectively, you have to agree, not with the whole cheating thing. Not that. We're not discussing that. That there could be some tune-ups with your guys' system because it's not 100%.
You don't want, listen to me, you don't want to fix it to popular vote. You will never see a Republican president.
That means that The
I'm
Rock is
telling
going to
you right
become
now.
president.
You don't
Rock
want
will
to do
become president.
Yeah, absolutely. A popular vote would be an absolute fucking catastrophe.
But a small
Look at
tune-up,
Arnold
you're not-
Schwarzenegger. Like, is he the best governor that California's ever seen? No. Get the fuck out of here.
But he did really
know?
good in California, though.
That may be. That may be. He's also very he's a rhino, bro. Republican in name only.
Yeah.
Fucking hates Trump.
Yeah.
Just hates.
Yeah. Coming from
Yo.
the guy who his father was a Nazi, wasn't it?
Yeah, related, or his uncle or something was
Yeah.
worked with
Yeah.
Hitler. You just sit down, bro. Just sit down and write a piece of paper. Just don't stop
But-
talking.
But the popular vote thing only works because you guys don't have a full representation of democracy to begin with, right? Because everyone could choose to go vote. If you make that a requirement,
Mandatory.
then it
Yeah.
becomes different. Because then you have 100%.
Well, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because if you do the math, right, just common sense, what do you think that there's more of? Do you think that there's more people in the 18 to 25 bracket or more people in the 50 to 70 bracket? Just in the world.
1825.
In the world.
1825.
What do you think that there's more?
Yeah.
18 to
There's gotta be
25,
young.
right? There's
Yeah.
going to be more young than old. I mean, that's common sense. And you want 18-year-olds to vote for Cardi B as president? Okay. Well,
That would be great. What are you talking about?
okay. Well, you could kiss this fucking country goodbye. That's the end of that.
And
It's over.
It doesn't work anyhow. Look here, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but that's completely different. We have a multiple party system. Those guys don't have that. You have limited choice. You have 50
We have
colors you can
multi-party
pick
system
out.
that nobody cares about.
No, not as much as we do.
No,
Trust
we
me
have
on
like
this
4,
one.
bro. You have the Green Tea Party, the
It's multi.
independent. Yeah, it's multiple,
Oh, sure.
but it's not like theirs. They got like 62 different shits. You got a guy that's a little bit to the right, a little guy that's a little bit more to the right, then you got one that's even far to the left, but he's a little bit right as well.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have
You
no
got
fucking
a guy
idea.
that's limping.
You got the disabled party. There's only 6 people that vote because they're in wheelchairs. It's just
That's the same thing. We have multiple parties, but it's the same thing. You got the left, you got the right, and then maybe something that's in between. So it's still the same thing. Whether you got
Yeah, but your votes are even more
or-
scattered. Your votes are even more scattered, and then they make their
Votes are
own
more-
alliances. So you
But-
have
but
an
it-
even more obscured view of democracy. It
But even-
needs to be more streamlined.
But
And
here
you don't
it's
think-
even more
Oh my God.
left versus the right.
Oh my God. See, I'm trying to focus on you guys on the panel, but I'm looking at the chat. And you don't think that Trump has exploited votes? Are we fucking kidding right now?
Yeah,
Are we
everyone-
serious?
Don't say that.
No, not you. I'm not saying you guys right here. I'm saying to the
No,
people
no,
in
I know.
chat.
In chat.
You don't think that fucking Trump exploits votes? Come on,
If
dude.
the
Like,
door, if the back door is open for one candidate, it's open for the other one as well.
Abso-fucking-lutely, bro. Like, nobody's fucking perfect. It's just that even if the argument is that someone exploited it, you don't think Trump exploits taxes. Like, just be. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about right now. So Trump is 100% honest. Got it. You know that when Trump is in there or Biden's in there or Obama's in there, they have no control, right? You know they're just the speaks-people for all the people that are rich. You do know that.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right.
Yep.
I think that's fucking common sense.
Jay, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you voted in person? Like you actually went to the place and voted?
Just try that again. Just remove in person.
Okay. All right.
Just remove that part of the
Similar with
sentence
this.
and try it again.
Okay. So you've never voted in person? It was always in ballot? Always mail in? For the
Try
most
again.
part?
No, just remove the last part and just ask that first part of the question to me. When's the last time I voted? Right? That's the question.
Okay. When was the last time you voted?
2005.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so forget it. Okay, so you can't answer the question. As a person who goes and votes every single year,
Yeah.
I have never, ever in my life been asked for my ID. I literally can walk into the voting booth and say, "Hi, my name is Bob Saget," and I could vote for him,
And they believe that?
and they would believe that. Yeah, because why would you lie?
Yeah, but you don't look like Bob Saget at all.
They don't know that. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is
that's
what
the-
always bothered me. Like, if you're gonna go in to vote, pull out your ID and say, "This is who I am."
It's mandatory over here. So
Not over
that's
here.
small
Not over here.
tune-ups. Yeah, but I still agree with what Jay said. I don't think it. If one guy can exploit it, the other candidate can too. So
Absolutely.
why didn't the other one want?
Right.
But
Absolutely.
I still believe those little hoops can't exist, especially in a nation like yours.
It's not
Well,
if
that's
you
what I'm
question it,
saying.
if you question, okay, the validity of it, you are literally questioning the integrity of America. Like, hello, hi. You
Show
look
me.
at the bigger picture. You're saying that America as a whole is corrupt.
Oh no!
Why
I'm
don't
not
you
saying
just
that.
fly your flag upside down and backwards while you're at it?
Show me one president you guys have had that is squeaky clean. That has
Never.
no skeleton
gonna fucking happen,
whatsoever
bro.
in the
Oh.
cupboard somewhere.
Matthew, show me a clean politician. I'll show you a liar.
Exactly.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
So to go back to what I was saying, the reason why I was saying that, you mean to tell me both parties will not send in people who had just recently died to help other people, hey, go into this voting place and say that you are, I don't know, Emilio Estevez, and walk in there and vote for him? Who's to say that doesn't happen? It's possible. Nobody asked for ID.
100% happens.
And it
You're
happens
doing a lot of
not
B
on both sides.
Be actor list. You're going down the be actor list for your fake names. Interesting.
Yeah, because nobody's going to. No, if I walk in and say I'm Emilio Estevez, nobody's going to question that. They're going to be like, okay,
Yeah.
they're going to forget
You
about him
don't
because he
really
hasn't
look
been relevant
Mexican, but
since
okay.
91. But that's what I'm saying. Like, both parties take advantage of that.
See, but this is not excusing. I don't think it is corrupt. I just feel like that would
It's a
be a
loophole.
requirement. No, it's not. It's not a loophole. I truly believe in the sense that if you want to say in the country's future, then you need to be a citizen, and to order to check if you truly are a citizen,
That's a
I
problem.
would like to see your ID.
That's a problem. That's a problem in America because you could get a driver's license and an ID without being a citizen.
Correct.
So that doesn't fucking
Now
work
they
here.
can.
I told you,
Oh.
Mexicans could come here
Yeah,
and go get a
yeah,
New Jersey
yeah,
driver's
true.
license, which is a real ID, which they can fucking fly. You're not even a citizen.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what the fuck are we talking about right now? So how?
And there's no
I tell
fix.
you what you do.
And there's no
I tell you,
fix.
no, there is a fix. No, there's a fix. Everybody's got to get Apple. I get it. Nobody likes it. That's
Oh.
fine. I don't give a shit. Everybody's got to get Apple. And you got to fucking log your fingerprint to your name. And that goes to your social security number. Now, when you go to vote, you use your fucking fingerprint in your face. That locks to that. You have 5 seconds to vote from when it sees your face. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Over. That is about as accurate as you're going to get. That's fingerprint and face. Logged. Done. No
I'd be okay with
ID. No horse shit. None of this.
There's nothing
But I
wrong
don't
with that.
question the voting we have right now. Do I think some shady shit goes on? Yep. But I think it's on both sides. I don't think it's just one being smarter than the other. When you look at numbers, Republicans are traditionally more richer than people that are Democrats. That's
Correct.
why taxes, Republicans try to get rid of them. Democrats try to raise them because they're jelly that the guy next to him is making more money than he is. Those are facts. So, you do the math. If you have all this money, why couldn't you get those votes? Arguments that here.
I don't know.
Unless
They're dead set on
both.
shit, man. And then when they went to
Both people
court,
don't really
when they went to
affect
court,
it.
who did they side on? Who did they side on? Fox or Dominion? Who won? Dominion. It's over. So now you're questioning the courts as well. Got it. Somewhat free or innocent until proven guilty. That goes right out the fucking window. Forget about the Bill of Rights, the first, 10
And then the
amendments
second
of the
question,
Constitution. That's also garbage. We're just throwing all that shit in the garbage now.
And then it comes down to the second question. If you're now truly convinced that the entire infrastructure of your country is truly corrupt and it's horrible to live there, why are you still there?
I
Because
agree.
then you can't save it, right? You're talking about every level of your entire infrastructure is now totally corrupt. That's unsalvageable. You need to leave. You need to get out fast.
Like what you're doing.
Yeah, but I'm
Because they
convinced
love
that-
it here. Because they love the corrupt country that they live in.
Oh, so why not support it and then go out? And,
Stan said because there's nowhere else to go. Sure, you could go to one of those other countries that are truly corrupt, like China or, I don't know, the Philippines, where you can't even smoke a cigarette without getting a ticket. You could go to one of these other countries that are a whole lot worse than what you have here. The problem is you give an inch, people want a mile.
Right, but that's what I think what Stan's trying to say. The freedoms that we have here, no one else has for us to leave over here.
No. There's many countries that have more freedoms than America does. There are many. I've shown the video, and that's 10 years old. That's factual information. There's a lot of free sovereign countries. Freedom of speech, not so much. But everything else is great. UK's great. Go live over there. Why not? They speak English. You fit in fine.
free healthcare. Free
Yes,
healthcare.
of course.
You guys
Why not
love
go
that.
there?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's
If
a
you fucking
form-
hate it here and you question the integrity, I think that's a fantastic question. Why the fuck are you still here? That's like we all talk about. Say this is where we piss off other hazers, but at this point, I'm already throwing that in a trash can. But if the argument is that you don't like to watch a video, right? So you don't watch it. You don't write negative comments. Why? Because you don't watch it. But if you live in a country and you don't like it, why does that same rule not apply anymore? If you don't like the country you live in, then you shouldn't be there. The same reason why you shouldn't dislike a video after watching it for 5 seconds. because you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. So,
And it is kind of easy to complain
and not do a fucking thing about it.
and forget that what you're complaining about, you have the freedom to complain about it.
Yes, that's your freedom of speech because it's against the government. Speak about another country, about their government, and tell me what happens to you. Try that in Iraq. Try that in Iran.
Bye.
Try to even
Bye-bye.
suck dick in Iraq or Iran and let somebody find out about it.
You're out.
Your
Yeah.
career is over.
But I vote. No.
Great. Good for you. Good for you. Go vote.
That's
You know
amazing.
the reason why I don't vote? You know the reason why I don't vote? Great answer. Because I don't think it fucking matters.
I kind of agree.
I think whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. It's in the plan, man. Like,
Yeah, and
But your vote matters, Jay.
Eventually-
Like the
yeah, but
advertising-
I'm
Eventually, you
sure
are-
in a greater scheme of things, it does. If I was in a country or a state like California, and we could get half the state to do Republican and flip, yes, it matters. When I'm in a state, well, I'm now in a state that is a swing state, so yeah, I think my vote would matter here. Jersey, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do.
I agree.
No,
Mm.
no,
That I'll agree with.
full blue state, nah, bro. It doesn't matter what you do. You're gonna lose. Unless you could go. I bet you. You know what would be interesting? Get a billionaire. Or go around and give everybody money to vote for a certain party. And that popular vote now flips the electoral thing. So California, all the people are now voting for Republican. What would happen? What would happen?
I think you can return it to its former self. I think it's possible. I don't think you have a large enough window to do it. You need to do it
Oh,
fast.
you don't have enough of money for that either.
Well, if you put legislation into place and you attract businesses again, I think you could. It's gonna take time. You need to clean up that place first.
Yeah, but there's also a difference between getting people to vote that way and getting people to think that way. Because at the end of the day, if the voting is over and then decisions are being made, and half or more than half are not happy with the decisions, they're not gonna go through with it, right? Or are they?
No, I wouldn't.
So you have to keep paying people.
Yeah, I don't think you could pay either. I don't know. I guess you could. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. If you could pay somebody to vote, I don't think it's a.
Well, think about this, right? If you don't ask for ID, the guy who's
to
illegal can go
bribe
for somebody
a
else.
vote. I think bribes in general are illegal, but no, it is against the law. U.S.
Right.
Code 597. It is definitely against
Wait.
the law.
But don't they do that already? But with a
They
workaround,
know.
let's say I'm impoverished, and the Democrats or the left people over here are famous for it. I promise you a lot of free stuff. Isn't that bribing in the end? Because you're swinging that foe. I'm already in trouble financially.
Yeah, but you're
and
not physically handing that person money, saying.
That's true.
Yeah, but you're not physically handing someone money. You're making promises, so you're lying about bribing, but you're not the act of it is not.
It's indirect.
It's not
Yeah,
far
correct.
off, is it?
No.
Because
It's
look
not
at what
far
Biden-
off. It's that loophole.
Look at what Biden is doing now. The student loans. And then the most recent thing was him wanting
Didn't they get
to
overturned?
abolish racial poverty or whatever. I mean, so you want to redistribute the wealth?
Oh, we're famous for that. I think we're in the top 10 of doing that.
Well,
Nice.
that doesn't work.
That's a nice record to have.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the list you want to be top 10 at. So you
You
get
look
50,
great on the back of a
60% people.
baseball card. Like you got a nice little stat sheet, and Belgium's in the top 10. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's not
come
true,
over
Buckeye.
here.
There's many countries that give foreigners money to live in their country.
Oh yeah, we do it. And we give a lot. So if you really feel like you're underprivileged in your country, come here. It's nice. You'll love it.
Could an American do it? I don't know. I'm not in Belgium. Your wife does that type of stuff, right, Jordan?
Yeah, you could. You would get less because you're coming already from a privileged country in the sense there's no war, there's no prosecution. You're just an
But could
you're
I get
just
money from the
escaping.
government in Belgium
Yeah.
as an
Oh
American?
yeah, it's just less because you're not escaping
Sure, sure.
political prosecution or war. It's gonna be less, but we'll take care of you.
No, it's the
At-
same
at
thing in
the-
America. You've had Indians coming here, the dot, not the feather, coming here to to do 7-Elevens. I fucking hate that. That they come here, they bring all this money, they make this money. Good for them. Good. But keep it here. And then they bring it back home. And then they live like kings and queens. Great.
Yeah.
So that hurts our GDP. Like that
Yes.
hurts our country. It doesn't help us. You're taking money that you earned here and bringing it to a different country. Okay.
Well,
I don't see how that helps us at all.
It's just like the people that I know that run taxi cabs 24 hours a day. They save all their money. There's 6 of them living in an apartment. They live 3 months. They live 6 months here, 6 months there, and they take whatever money they save up in 6 months and go live over there with their family for 6 months, and they don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, we have the same thing with construction workers, but
Yep,
from
same.
the northern side, they come
Poland.
here. They rent an apartment. They put some mattresses and they're in a small apartment with a lot of people, and they pool their money to cook and whatever, and all of the money they earn goes to
Their family back home.
yeah.
You know,
Actually, not different.
it raises a valid question that if someone, it's kind of changing the topic, but it's not. If you're going to complain about something, right? If I say to you, I don't like this, right? And I don't do anything about it, then I can't complain about it, right? Because then
Right.
I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining. There's no action involved in it. So the way that I look at the government is, and I know I'll get shit for this, is I find me complaining about the laws is going to do absolutely nothing. Even if you got a million of us together, and I saw this firsthand with the vape shit, you get all these people complaining about their jobs being lost. They're still going to do what they want to do. Who's got the bigger pocket to fill theirs with? Or who's got the bigger bank to fill the people's pockets with? And that's way beyond my reach. So I find that there's better things to complain about than America being corrupt or because even if it was the case, you complaining it doesn't do anything. You're not, even if you go protest, you're not, unless you get a million people and go march into Washington. It's like the people that complain about vapes being banned. Oh, it sucks. It sucks. What the fuck did you do about it? What did you do about it? I remember asking Jesus to come help me out in Jersey. Where were you? You were one state over. I didn't see you. Oh, it just
Yeah, that
sucks,
is-
man. It sucks.
It is money, right? Because let's say for an instance, if you were to switch vaping and smoking, so let's say vaping was a thing before smoking tobacco was a thing, and it was the established thing with all the money behind it, you wouldn't be smoking anymore because it's simply like what you said. It's the money and the power behind it
That's it.
that dictates what's gonna happen.
And what do we not have, Matthew?
Money and power behind
There
the
you
thing.
go. There you go. And
Huh?
once you can accept that, you can only control you. Until you get into that position of power or that position of money. It's nice to fantasize what we would do. We started this earlier. Jordan, you make 3 wishes. I didn't get to Matthew or Spade, who looks like he's zoning the fuck out. But you're always gonna think of yourself before you think of everybody else. Even your significant other, you're gonna say, "I want this." Okay. So you may want the laws to change, or you may think that this is corrupt. You ever stop to think that it just, quoting Spade, it is what it is.
At the end of the day.
Literally. That's what it is, bro.
Can't do anything about it.
And
Does
the
it
thing,
suck?
and
It could be worse.
the other thing was that the people behind the original vapes, the manufacturers, they don't really have loyalty. And if you close
No,
down
they
that
abandon
market, they will do something else.
Absolutely. They
doesn't
abandoned
matter.
it. They abandoned it. They just left. They were like, fuck this shit. We got 10 mil. Done. Next.
We got 10 mil.
Yeah, but that's what they did. That now they're
Call
lot of
all
money.
of them.
making
They
bikes.
just bounced, bro. But that's and you know what? I don't
That's
throw
business.
any shade towards them. That's business, bro. Welcome to capitalism.
That's
That's
it.
what happens. You make money, you dip. But people
And they
want
probably
that socialist
realize-
side. What is that called? What economic faction is that? Where people come together to go against the government? What is that? Is that socialism?
Mutiny.
No, well, yeah, we know it's mutiny. No, but what is it where the people
Revolution?
have the say? I know democracy, but not in that regard, because they still make a decision. What is it called where people all come together and they make the law?
Well, they kind of have referendums instead of
Yes, the people. do.
everybody decides. Yeah.
What is that?
Ooh.
It's not democracy, because democracy is still decided by some person in power.
Yeah.
Well, the original idea was
like-
people chose their spokesperson and they would represent them. That was the democracy form.
That's the
Ah.
Greek version, right?
Yeah, Greek.
Right.
But I don't
Original.
think that what you said, that everyone just, for every
Come together.
single thing, come together. And I know Sweden has something into place. No, Switzerland has something into place for every big decision. They call upon the people to get a vote for that. But
Right.
it doesn't have it's still called democracy. It doesn't
So it's
have
just an
its own
extreme form of democracy, is what it is.
Yeah, because every single thing is a referendum, and then for big decisions that involve everyone, they get called upon to vote for that.
Sure.
They're also very wealthy.
Go to that country.
The country
then.
as
Go
a
to that
whole.
if you don't like the laws that we have here, go to that country. Or
Yeah, you can.
or watch this. Or you could go to a state like Florida that doesn't give a fuck about the laws, and just you could run people over if they're in front of you in a riot. That's all. That's it. There's no problem. There's no discussion. It's just, why do you think I got a little mini truck?
Just make sure they don't get it back up again.
That's the way I liked it with the sheriff, with the clip that's going around again, and it's been a year old, with the homeowner, and then he says, "Oh, just pew them. We actually prefer it. Save some money for the taxpayer. Save them some money." I like that. I really like that. We don't have that freedom. You only get one option, and that's just take it. Be a victim. You can
Take it or leave it.
go ahead and defend yourself. That's
See,
it.
but you're doing something about it, Jordan. You're coming to America. You are taking an action because you despise the way that it is. To me, that is more commendable than someone that complains and does fuck all.
Well, I'm getting second thoughts, but it seems very corrupt now.
Look, let them speak. You come to Florida, you make your own decision.
I that's what you said with the voting thing. I truly believe that. And to quote Spade once more, at the end of the day, you make the decisions for your own small bubble that you create. You start a business, or you create,
right.
you go ahead, do your job.
Yep.
The best example I have, and Matthew will attest to this, we've been number one for a long time now in being a country, civilized country, without a government. I think we still hold that record. Everyone went out and still made their money. If you remove all the politicians, everyone will continue their lives. They will still make money.
What do you mean you remove? What do you mean you removed your government?
They were in discussions, and they couldn't form a government. So the country was just without a government for a year. And Matthew, it was
There was still a government, though. There were still laws in place.
yeah, but they
Yeah, but no
weren't making any
governing
decisions.
body
So
in place.
not making any new laws. They were just
Yeah,
okay.
it just
But law. See, this is why a lot of people again are not going to agree with this. But I think laws are good. I think rules are good.
yeah.
I think
Of
they're
course.
fantastic. You have to have some type of law and order in order to. With today's day and age, you need TikTok to go away. I'm just very strongly
You're only gonna-
anti-TikTok.
You're only
Yeah.
going to complain if a decision that government makes affects you directly.
100%.
Because if it doesn't affect you, you don't care.
Yeah, but a country without laws is pure anarchy, right? We had a discussion. I don't remember. It's probably an ex-Hazer that was like, "Yeah, no government. Are you insane?
That
You
was
know
Crossbow.
what the you know how that would go?
That won't go well. Very well.
No,
I give it a week. I give it a week.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
give it
here's your
48
answer.
hours.
You want no law? I got you already. It's already happened. Chop. The thing in Portland where they created their own little town in the town.
Oh
Chop.
yeah.
Or Chap, whatever the fuck it was. Where they all had armor and all the business owners didn't know what to do and they took over those streets and shit. Yeah, that's no
True.
law. That didn't work out well. Like Chaz, whatever it was. Yeah, you got nothing, bro. Chaz, Chop, Chaps. Doesn't
Same
matter.
shit.
Yeah, it's all same shit. Anarchy.
Yeah, but-
It didn't fucking
For
work.
a community of people, you're always going to have rules, or it's not going to work.
What you need is I am very pro one person, a dictatorship. I am very, very, very pro.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm going to go to China, though, because I love where I'm at. I just accept the laws. I'm all right.
Yeah, but what? Okay, so you like the dictatorship, but at what point do you think when he says or she says something and you're just like, no, that's not a good idea, then you can't do anything about it?
That's fine.
Oh, too
There's
bad.
things
You
now
just
that
want
I want to
somebody
do.
making the
There's
decisions.
certain words I want to use on here. I don't mind abiding by laws. I don't. Then you just like Trump with the taxes. Then you find loopholes. Hippo, you find words around it to where you can do. I get it. People don't like to conform. They like to be rebels. But I don't know. Go join a South African army to fight North Africa. Just accept what you have, and it is what it is.
That's
You don't like it, then I don't know. Keep it to your fucking self, because you're not going to change anything. You calling congressmen or senators or this and that. Okay. All right.
I think people want the illusion that they matter.
Yeah.
You don't fucking matter. Unless you got billions of dollars,
And even then,
you don't matter.
even then,
Just accept that. You suck. I suck. We suck. Let's suck together. It's a big suck fest.
Big suck.
and we can say that on this platform.
Yes. I don't have a problem saying that. Fine. I suck. Great. I'm happy, even though I'm sucking. What the fuck? Who cares? Like,
That's the lesson of today. Just suck a little and be happy.
yeah. When the last time you didn't like a suck job? Everybody likes a suck job. Suck a little teat.
As long as there's somebody beneath you that sucks even worse.
Yeah, and that's a great life lesson. You never ask what their political beliefs are.
No,
Doesn't
you
matter.
don't care at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a good sucker.
How is your suction today?
Maybe you know what it is people don't appreciate the good things that they have. They focus and they dwell on a negative.
Of
Right?
course.
But that doesn't need to be negative as a whole. only in the sense that you now realize I don't like these things. Let's change it, but not keep it the way it is and don't try to change any. And
No, no,
like
no.
you
What I'm
said, the
saying
one-
is, no, I'm saying you wake up, right? Today's a
Mhm.
good day. Already off the jump, you're alive, right? You get to
Yep.
go ride your motorcycle, do drugs, whatever it is. You get to be alive and to experience that. Or you could find out you have cancer. So no matter how shitty it is, people will let the smallest thing fuck up their whole day.
Right.
Yeah, and people don't
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
what they have until it's gone.
Yes, of course. We've all experienced that. Focus more on the good instead of the bad.
Mm.
Focus on how great this country is, not how shitty it was when we stole it from the Native Americans. I'm saying remember that, but don't let that fuck up your day. They'll be all right. They'll hunt turkeys and gamble. I don't know, drink alcohol. They'll be fine. Focus on
And
today,
you did
not
improve
what
on it.
tomorrow could bring. Get out more. Get another suck job or something.
Great.
Suck jobs for all.
Everybody gets a suck job.
Maybe that's the way to get world peace going.
Yeah, right.
You put that in legislation. Every single man on this planet. Every single
That you
day.
suck?
One.
That everybody sucks? Just
Yes.
you have to be extremely optimistic though. If you think you suck, everything's got to be a benefit. You know, you eat lunch, great. You know, like everything is good. Again, take everything away from everybody right now. Take their internet, take their money. A lot of people won't
And-
be here tomorrow.
They're gonna be all of a sudden. They're gonna be happy having a loaf of bread and some clean water to drink.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Because then
That's how
you lower
prison's
your
supposed
own
to work.
standard. Your own standard for happiness. You just lower it.
Isn't that how prison
In
works?
your mind.
Take everything
Yeah.
away from a man and see if it.
Breaks them.
Survives.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that would? Are you getting bored or something, Spade?
No, why?
Oh, okay. I don't know. You're hunched over like you got a cramp. Do you think that prison works?
The system you guys have in place, or
Yeah. In what country?
No,
What's
just prison in general.
The way prison is now.
But
No.
wait, I got a follow-up question. For society or for the person you're imprisoning?
In general, because both of those are part of it. You're removing that.
Oh yeah,
person
but
from
it
society
immediately
and-
works, right? For society, it immediately works because you're locking away the dangerous element for now, so
Okay.
society seems
And then
safe.
for the
But for the
prisoner?
person, I don't know. I don't think so. For the person in there, I don't
So you
think.
take everything away from a man, and it doesn't force him to change.
I
So
think
then
it
what
does.
makes you? So then, what makes you think if you take everything away from a man? Here's a message there. You take everything away from a man, and he doesn't change. Let's use that argument. Then a man that has everything has no reason to change.
Also true.
Right.
Yeah. But I think in order to get to a certain place, to have everything, you've already changed a lot about yourself.
That's fair enough.
But I don't think so. And the numbers speak for itself. There's way more people that resort.
Well, you guys
Back to
all
dinner.
think that people can't be fixed in jail, like pedos and HIPAA orders. You guys don't
No, I-
believe in that.
No, I believe people can be fixed, but some people cannot.
There's
Should all
some
people get second chances?
Would be nice.
Depending on
All,
your
all people get second chances.
they should. But sometimes
Wow.
I feel like you've done so bad that maybe you shouldn't.
No, all people get second chances. There's no hidden message. Whatever you do, you get a second chance.
Nope.
I'm-
Sean?
We've had worse laws. I'm okay with it if it happens.
Interesting. Jorn?
Well, I've been watching a lot of stuff, and I've shared this with you. And my belief system was always, let's be strict
Right.
and be harsh, right? But then you have to look at society as a whole, across the globe, not even your society as a whole. It's not working. It's not working. You can torture is never gonna be implemented ever again. You have the death sentence that's not really working as a detergent. So maybe you need to try the other route in the sense compassion and see re-education if that works for a while. We've been trying this for a
Wow.
long period of
Someone
time.
has changed your mind. Wow.
I've been trying to be more open-minded, and it's really
Matthew
hard
is
for me.
dead set on it.
Yeah, no.
On,
If,
on
if,
app-
it's, if, it, if it's the extreme, they either everybody gets a second chance or nobody, then it's nobody.
The problem with
I think
it,
there's,
the
like
only
Kate
reason
said, there are certain things that are unforgivable. There are certain
I
minds, if
agree.
you trust them, you shouldn't get a second chance.
I agree with
Shouldn't
that,
get a
Matthew. The only reason why I second guessed myself is because we've been doing the same thing for
And
X
it's not
amount of
working.
years, and it's not working. So I would give it a chance to see if it changes anything. If it's not, we'll go back to torturing then again. But I don't think it's ever going to be implemented. That's not going to happen. So the
I
worst
think
thing you can do
everybody-
is a death sentence.
I think everybody can change. Everybody, even whether it's forced or naturally, I think everybody can change. Everybody.
Well, we have a prime example here. Look at what happens. The terroristic people, you put them in jail. You give them a second chance. What happens when they come out? You give them a third chance. What happens when they come out? You give them a fourth chance. What happens when they come out?
Yeah, but you don't
They're
really
back
do
to the
anything,
same
right?
stuff all over again.
Yeah, but you
But-
don't really
but
do
Jason,
anything.
get a
You
second
just-
chance, not a fourth chance. There's a difference.
Yeah,
Obviously, if the
I don't
person
think
fucked up
third
twice-
and fourth is an option. You get one
Right.
chance, you fuck up. Doesn't matter
But-
what it is, bro. Does not matter.
Yeah, and there needs to be a second thing that we are kind of forgetting about. You can't just lock a person up for 10 years and then that be it. You need to invest time and money in that as well. That's what I'm saying with the compassion thing. You really need to put in the time, because if you lock away a person for 10 years and you do nothing with him, there's not going to be any change. Then it's
Right,
got to
'cause you
come
didn't learn
from
anything.
within. That's not going to work. Most people don't change on their own.
So put them in even more of a bigger hotel.
No, I don't say the living environment has to change. You need to, I don't know, give them something else to do instead of focusing on some kind of religion and make them hate other people.
See,
I
that
don't
might
think-
I can see that working for a person that screwed up, made a bad decision or whatever, and for certain levels of things, not the unexcusable, but that could work like whiteboard criminal or whatever, or somebody that did fraud, and you can change their minds, you can change their lives, and they can come out and they can be a productive member of society again. But there's certain people where it wouldn't work ever.
So you think they're just born that way? That's just who they are?
Jay, we have the stupid country here. We have immigrants that they know have a background or have connections to extremists and terrorists. You're welcome. We'll even give you money. They go build a mosque here. They recruit other people, and they got slapped on the fingers for a couple of times. Eventually, they catch them with something. They put them in prison. They get a second chance. They come out. They start doing the same thing. They even go to abroad to the training camps. They let them back in. And then
Right, so that's giving them
and
more
then
options than they need.
something
More
happened. Oh,
chances.
they were planning a bombing, or they were planning this, or we went into the house and it was filled with AKs and all sorts of things and plans to blow something up. Really? Well, you shouldn't have given them a second chance. You do this one time, you
I
get
think
the
the
point.
only I'm gonna change my whole mindset. You see how that works? Is like I'm willing to change. I'm willing to change my mindset and change my rules to something simple. Is if there is a death involved and it is deliberate, that is the only exception where you don't get a second chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's
I'm
a
willing
death
to see that.
involved,
Yeah.
if there's no death, whatever the other case may be, and no one died, you get a second chance. If there's a death involved and you are responsible for it, no second chance.
Purposely.
But
Yes,
Because what
not
happens if I- if I did
like in
something
an
by accident?
accident or
Okay.
or you know.
but life sentence, right? Not death penalty.
Well, life sentence is only 25 years, no matter where you go, right? That's
No,
sentence.
true life sentence. Yeah.
Oh, like till you die, like 100 years.
Yes.
No. Well, sure. I was gonna say death penalty, but no, that's fine. Just life forever. You have less people in prison. You've got like drugs. I don't think you should be doing 30 years. Now, you get caught a second time, yeah, absolutely. Give them all you got. You got a first try, second try. Now you're in for 50 years.
That's
Send you to
it.
jail for 6 months, for whatever it is. I just think if you kill somebody where they no longer exist, deliberately, contract killer, mafia, whatever, and you can prove without a shadow of a doubt, you've got video footage, not eyewitnesses, video footage that can't lie. Yes. There is no second chance for you. That's the law.
What do we do with child diddlers?
Same thing, second chance.
Ooh, a lot of people would
With
be
restrictions,
for that.
right?
What's that?
With restrictions, right?
Well, they have restrictions now. At least here they do.
I say
Yeah.
maybe put it where that person can go home, but they have to work from home, and they have cameras in their house. Your security is all
Okay.
gone. You have cameras in your house that someone is assigned to watch you all day, or you have AI that scans their house, and they have a chip where they can't leave the borders of their house. You have to find a job from home. It's kind of like a dog with a fence. Is you can't
House
leave the
arrest.
house. That's where you're at.
Yeah.
No,
Or
stronger than house
communication.
arrest, because house arrest
Right.
you can still go to the store. No, you can't leave the borders of the property you're on. If you're in an apartment, you don't leave the apartment.
And then all the
Forever.
communication,
That's forever.
internet,
Forever.
whatever is checked.
Yes.
It's filtered. It's checked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
He's free.
Oh,
Let him work. Let him pay taxes. Let him do everything.
Yeah.
You're just you're tethered. You're on a
Yeah.
chain now for the rest of your life. That's all.
Yeah, now they're actually bringing in money instead of costing you money.
Right.
Yeah, I
And
like
if they
that.
commit the crime the second time, then something's wrong. Someone didn't do their job. As much as he's a piece of shit, someone's supposed to be
And then that
scanning
person should get-
apartment. Yes, then that person should be charged. Yes. There you go. That's how you fix that. Now they're not a drain on society. They're helping it out. He can't leave or
No
hurt
one's going to want
nobody.
that job.
Yeah, well,
No
either
one's gonna
way,
want
he's
that
a
job.
secretary for, I don't know, whatever. He makes paper clips out of his house. I don't know. Does something. But there you go.
Moves data from point A to.
Yeah, I just don't think locking somebody up for 20, 30 years, I don't think it's going to do anything, bro. People become institutionalized. I don't think killing somebody fixes the problem. Yeah, you get rid of the problem, but you don't get rid of the situation.
You don't remove the possibility of creating another one.
Right, it's still
Right.
going to exist. You're not going to get. You have to
Yeah.
make an example out of them, and make an example by killing somebody is not doing it. It clearly doesn't work.
It's not a detergent. It doesn't work. Unfortunately,
Deterrent.
it doesn't work.
Detergent is something you use
I
to
did.
clean clothes.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
Well,
Right.
same thing.
Yeah, I got the same thing. They both do the same shit. They both make you take your clothes off.
But see, if these people I don't understand the point of prison in the sense where, okay, I went to prison because I murdered somebody, right? But all you're doing is you're confining me into a place, right? So why can't we find something for them to do that would make them change their outlook on them killing somebody? Like, tell them that they have to grow, I don't know, they have to become a farmer in the prison. Like, teach them something that counteracts the
That's
thing
what
that they
that-
were arrested for.
That's what that jail does, where all the people, the killers, Norway, I think it is the nicest jail in the world, where they actually
Right.
bring them to college, they teach them a skill, and they never come back again.
Right. So why can't we do that?
I
as
think too
opposed
much
to-
money, bro. Too much
Yeah,
money. That's
too
a
much
lot of money.
Keep in mind, you guys have way higher numbers than they do as
Yeah,
well.
we're the
You can do
highest-
that if you only have 20 men that do it.
highest
Because our
per
prisons
capita.
are but Jorn, the reason that why is because our prisons are for profit. We make money
No,
off
no,
of
no.
prisons. That's
No,
why they
What
don't
I'm-
care about
What I'm
prisons.
saying is your population is way bigger, and you already have way more killers. If your population only produces 10 to 20, your prison is already a lot smaller, and so you can invest more money in that one prison you need. You
I get what
you
you're
can
saying. Yeah,
stop it from happening, but if your society is already pumping out more killers than they do, you only need one prison that's fit for 20 people, and you're good to go. You still need a lot more prisons than they do. Because
It's
you have a
also
lot
easy
more
to
running
talk
around.
about these things when it doesn't directly affect you again.
Of course.
Let's say somebody
Nah.
you love gets killed, and you can believe in second
I've
chances
talked
all
about
you-
this
all you want.
though.
Until you meet that guy in the middle of the street with a smile on his face eating an
Matthew,
ice
we've
cream. and
talked
he
about
killed your
this,
dog
bro.
or whatever.
You know how honest I am with you, Matthew. In general, you know how honest I am. If I found out that someone took Air's life, what am I going to do? I put myself in that position. I'm not going to go kill the person. I'm not that
No.
person.
Because
No.
then if you did, you're going to get blamed for. You're going
Yeah.
to suffer the same consequences.
No,
But
it's
there
because
should
it
be
wouldn't
co-
solve anything.
Yeah, no,
But
it
there
wouldn't.
should be consequences to his action.
Oh,
Not
absolutely. Absolutely.
Not him running around. Oh, and I'm working in a field and
Agree.
I'm happy and I'm eating an ice cream.
Well,
There
that's what I'm
should be
saying. The
consequences.
killing part is the exception to this. That if you diddle or you touch, you go to jail for a little bit, and then we put some restrictions on you now. But you had one chance. That's it. Well, you technically have two chances because you can still do it, and then if you mess up that second time with all those restrictions, then
That's it.
that's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. Like, that's it. It's over. You spend the rest of your life in jail. That's all. I mean, there are states. California's got that. The 3-strike rule. There's a lot of states that have that. So you get pulled over for a ticket. That's 1. You could kill somebody. That's 2. And then you do some other shit. That's 3. You're locked up. Forget it. Life.
Which doesn't make sense because it's like 3 different things that are like so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
number
I
2 is a
could be
big
wrong.
one. Number 2 is a biggie.
Well, you know what I mean though. Like it's like, oh, I got a ticket. Okay, well now you're gonna get fucked and you're gonna go to jail for a year
Isn't
because
it only with jailable
Okay, so
offenses?
I was a little extreme with it. It's it imposed a prison sentence of 25 years to life on defendants convicted of their 3rd violent felony or serious felony.
oh, violent. Okay,
Or serious. So serious could be bank fraud, wire fraud. Right, that's
Anything you
serious.
would end up in prison for.
Wow.
See, for some reason, that to me is
Too
less
forgiving?
of a problem. Less of a problem. No, I always had the thing of with the bank fraud, and yes, it's a felony, but I don't put it in the same place as a robbery with a gun in
Why?
a
Because
shop.
one's got a victim and the other one doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
so
they
you
both
make it
have
a
victims. They both have victims. I don't make it okay. It's just the other one is violent. There's violence, and you actually present yourself to the person. You're standing there with a gun. You're inflicting something to the person. And the other one is anonymous. It's still a crime. But then I feel the same way as you did with the putting the guy in his apartment. I will put him in his house. I don't want him to fill a seat in a prison system. To me, it's not.
You're saying the guy that
Bad.
does the wire fraud.
Yeah. Because there's no violence behind it, and I could be wrong. I don't know if anyone else thinks that way.
No, I guess I could see it. I mean, you are lying to the government, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's a crime. You should get punished, but it's not on the same level. There's no violence. You're not directly hurting another person.
No. But there is a difference because those people usually don't end up in the worst prisons either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually go to
Yeah,
federal
usually
prisons,
don't.
which are much nicer than a private prison. Like,
And I can see the other side of it as well. Let's say you have this guy, and he starts out he's aggressive. He's whatever you want. Starts kicking dogs, and he gets caught for it. Oh, let's give him another chance. Next time, he's kicking people. Oh, let's give him another chance. The third time, he kills somebody. Then
Yeah,
I
but
can see people the mindset of, but wait, you saw this coming. He escalated every time, and you waited long enough so and gave him the
extreme.
chance to take a life to escalate even more.
that's a bit extreme.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
the problem is we're coming from the system that actually produces these kinds of results. And I see Matthew's point of view because we literally have this. We've seen people going in some domestic violence not that long ago.
Mm.
Then he did it again with his girlfriend. First time was ex-wife, then the girlfriend, and the third time, well, he just snatched some poor young girl from a bike, tried to hippo, and unalived her in the process. That one
Unalive,
was for
a
you.
good old.
That one was for you, Spade.
I figured.
But it was the escalation, and they always gave him a small sentence, and it got worse, and worse, and it ended up in this place. So that sucks.
Yeah, that maybe a difference with you guys and here the mentality, but we're speaking about from what we see here. Like sometimes it's too forgiving.
Yeah, America's just totally different. You know, it really is. Real when it comes to laws, based off of what you just said, that story we're much more strict, and depending on the state you're in, is stricter than the next.
Mm.
Typically,
here-
forgiving states are like New Jersey, New York. They got that catch and release shit where you commit a crime and then they just let you go after they process the paperwork. They still do that, right, Spain?
Thank
We
you.
have
Come
youth
again. Here's your tickets to the Mets.
We have immigrant youth here that actively throw stones and fireworks at
Please.
ambulances, fire trucks. The last thing that happened with New Year's, they completely stopped an ambulance that was on his way to a person that had an attack or something. I don't know.
Heart
But
attack.
they
Heart
were-
attack.
And what do they get? They get a slap on the wrist, and then the ones with the fire truck, they had to write an essay about how it's not good to
Wow.
there's
An
such a
essay.
thing as being too easygoing.
Yeah, but then you can make one case, and this is one thing I was thinking about. I wanted to ask Jay as well. In the large scheme of things, what could maybe make a change? Like Jay, you have a pretty sophisticated surveillance system, right?
Sure.
And you were in a shop. It probably also had a pretty sophisticated alarm system. And in Walmart before that, all cameras. Every single store you can think of has cameras, right? I don't know, you Spade, at your house, you have anything of a surveillance system?
I do.
Yep,
I do.
Matthew,
It's outside,
don't.
yeah.
I have an alarm system, but no cameras. So the premise is, I think we're going with something that Jay maybe likes. If you put something in place that watches over people, or people think that they're being watched, they're on their better behavior. It doesn't completely eliminate crime, but you'll see less of it because people know that they're being watched. If you now put that into the spiritual realm and you put something else watching over people's wrongdoings, maybe it would revert to the effects that we're seeing now.
You'll
Because you will put
you'll
back
find
into
more
place
people.
fear.
You'll find more people that I agree. The government getting involved, watching people. I also agree that people should do the right thing based off of their beliefs. But then you have radical religions like Muslims that feel that flying a plane into a building brings them to Allah with their virgins. At the same time, I don't think most people in America do not want the government to know what they're doing with their life.
What was the thing with the bill that people for the intelligence agencies, and they had trouble getting it through again because people complained, and it's for foreign countries. So the complaint was they filter or they check communications between sometimes between foreign countries and Americans, but because it's Americans, it's an invasion of their privacy.
But I think I presented it wrong. My
Guys,
idea wasn't real.
we haven't had privacy on phones or anything like that since at least 2001, since 9/11. Okay, we haven't had privacy. They're always listening. They wrote what is that bill that they did, Jay? Ever since then, we don't have privacy. They listen in keywords and then they'll continue listening. They don't listen to everything. Like when you're having a sex talk.
Do you
with your girl.
really think that they're listening to everything? I mean, as much as
No,
we agree
it's-
that our,
It's keywords that they pick up on. That's it.
then why are we not being watched? Because we said a whole lot of those.
Yeah, but we're not going against the government, though. We're not
Are
going.
we, though?
We're not trying to radically change everything. We're
Okay,
just having
that's
simple
fair.
conversation.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I believe that. I believe they're listening on everything. It
Of
don't
course
bother
they
me.
are.
I don't give a shit. I hope they're watching.
No.
They're not
my-
listening to you having sex talks on the phone.
Well, that's
They'll
what I was gonna say.
cancel
I hope
that
they're
out.
watching my sex tapes so they can tell me what I can be doing better.
No, they won't. They won't give you that advice. They probably
Wow.
are worse.
I wonder from time to time if they can or if they do tap into people's surveillance.
I'm sure they do, especially people who are
You
associated
would think
with other.
though that my system would detect an outside connection unless you're
How?
that good of a hacker where you know, like I mean my system is pretty robust. And if someone was to be able to get into my system and be able to see it, I don't know. I don't know if I believe. I don't know. I would find it hard to believe.
Like it was easier with phone lines because phone lines are not
Sure, easy.
right. But now with the internet, I don't know how, unless there's some sort of protocol that jumps to them before it jumps to you and vice versa. I don't know. But again, to say that we aren't being watched is a lie. It is a
But
proven
why is that
fact.
bad? But why is that bad?
I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying that people are complaining that they don't want that to happen. It's been happening for 20 fucking years. Where have you been?
I
rumor
agree with that sense.
with text messages and telephone calls. There is a way to, or they actively have filters in place for certain keywords.
Right.
And once in a certain conversation, those keywords get spoken or get typed, that
Now you
message
get thrown
gets
to another
flagged
guy.
and it gets sent on
Right.
for review. So
you think Apple's doing that? You think Apple is looking at a text message and they're like, "Ooh, we don't like this."
No, not
So-and-so,
Apple.
so-and-so.
No. Who says it's
Apple
Apple?
wouldn't do that. I don't think
That's why
Apple
I
would
said-
do it.
That's why I said in a text message, it's easier because you can bypass a satellite because of the way text messaging
Oh, you
works.
think that they intercept it?
Yeah, they intercept it, right. But when it comes to iMessage or like, let's say WhatsApp or some other internet-based messaging, it might be slightly more difficult.
Yeah, especially
So-
since they've started
You're just going
encrypting
to
those
different
things.
servers.
Yeah, because they're all encrypted, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Messenger is encrypted now, right? Yeah.
Yes, all of them are. All messenger,
But-
any type of messaging except for text messages. Plain, boring text messages. Those are
See, but
not encrypted.
I agree, and I think they have the capabilities of it, but I don't understand people complaining about it and then still use their smartphone. So if you really feel that way, sell your house, go live in the forest, make
That's it.
your own wood fire outside, go hunt. I don't know what to tell
it.
you.
Make your own wood.
The only way you're complaining about something like that is if you have something
You're
to
doing
hide.
something illegal.
Are you doing something that you're not supposed to be doing? Then you can complain about it. Who cares if they see my text messages? I don't give a rat's ass
They don't
about
care
that.
about your dick pic. They don't. Let's be real about it. They don't care. And they don't care about the conversation that you're having with somebody else. But when you start talking about, hey, I'm going to transfer 16 kilos across the border, okay, then they're going to be like, that's something maybe we should look into.
Yeah, especially because they don't get a cut. Otherwise, I think they'll let you alone.
So that's why I'm willing to bet there's systems in place where they don't have to each time get a judge to sign off on a phone tap or whatever, or tapping of your computer. There has to be a system in place where they can just go into it and do what they want to do and see what they want to see,
That's
and
it.
it'd be legal in court.
Again, I don't
And then
think
again,
it's bad,
for your everyone gives away a little bit of their privacy in the sense to feel secure and safe.
Right.
We all do it.
And there's nothing wrong
Every
with that.
single-
Look,
Huh?
how much of your information is on your phone, right? How much of your information is on your phone that is being sold without you even knowing?
Yeah, that's what
You're
Gerald
worried
said.
about the government
Well-
listening in on your sex talk?
But then
What-
again, I don't really mind that some guy, Ching Chong, in China knows that I'm losing weight. He can have that information. Keep it.
Right, but again, that's my point though. So if it's okay for him to hear that, if the government sees that, oh look, Jordan lost 5 pounds this week, congratulations. Who cares? Who cares?
You're gonna send me a free watch or something? Do I get something out of this? Get some free
Here's
T-shirts? I don't know.
0.05
Send me something in the mail.
% off your taxes. Get the fuck
But
out of here.
that's something you have to. You kind of have to. By using it, you agree to it, right? Because you have to know if it's for free, you're probably the product.
Yeah.
I want to cut out of that money. If they're going to be looking at my browsing history and everything that they're doing,
But
I
you
wanna
already get a
give me
cut.
something.
Yeah,
You already
You can
get a
use it
cut.
for free.
You can use the
What is
product
that?
for free. You can use
I'm not
the
using.
app
No,
for
I
free.
bought it. What do you mean I'm using it for free?
No, what Facebook? You didn't buy that. You didn't buy.
No, but I
Messenger,
bought the
you didn't
phone.
buy
I bought the
WhatsApp.
phone. I bought the
Yeah.
phone that their
didn't buy
app
the
is
software
working
on it.
on, that they charge for advertising on.
but it's not the phone doing that. It's Facebook and it's the app doing that. It's not
And
your
those
phone.
are for
So
free.
if that's the case, I'll go get an old school StarTAC and I won't have Facebook. Now you can't
Yep.
steal my information.
Yeah,
And you have the
Yeah.
freedom to do that. So you don't have to complain. If you really wanted to, you don't need to use that technology. You
You're
could
right.
you could send out letters to people you like instead of using the internet. You can do that. You have that freedom.
You get a bunch
Yeah,
of
get-
pigeons.
There you
That's
go.
it. Oh, pigeons would be
Very-
great. Do they come pre
Installed?
taught on
No.
how to do this, or do you have to teach them how to do that? Like sending a pigeon out to go somewhere.
Oh, they kind of
it's a
fly back
special
to where
breed.
they used to be.
Yo, did you guys hear about the shit where Iran attacked
Yeah.
Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard about that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Biden has already said that he's in
Not getting
support of
involved.
Israel.
Yeah, but
And,
he
he
won't
wouldn't-
attack. He won't do an offensive
No,
against Iran.
No, right, but
wonder
Iran
why.
has said you'd better not do anything about it because if you do, we're going to retaliate even harder.
Wait,
So
who
they're
said
kind
that?
of forcing the issue.
Iran said
Yeah,
that.
Wait, who
Iran
said
said
that?
Iran.
Said to who? To what?
To in general, if there's a retaliation for the attack they did last night, then there's going to be even
Yeah,
worse
apparently they
consequences.
just did a thing 20 minutes ago saying Iran's going to go even harder on Israel.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And they tried to rope Biden into it, and because he already said something about being there for Israel and being supportive to them. And there's even they even threatened the states. Said Iran said, "Don't butt in, otherwise."
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't butt in. Maybe we should be like,
Yeah.
wash our hands and say, "Hey, do what you guys want to do." That's it. We got nothing to do with this. We're sick.
That's what
I'm
you
sick and
get.
tired of hearing it.
That's what
It's
you
like,
get if the big money people are behind the existence of Israel.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That you're right about.
The Rothschilds, for instance.
Oh, we're gonna get shut down. You're bringing up names now.
Yeah.
They're going to
The
shut
last
down the
time we
stream.
talked about people with money and their bunkers,
Yeah,
we
my
got
internet-
cut off like that.
All my internet went down.
That was a coincidence. That was definitely a coincidence.
I mean,
Nothing
it's crazy, bro. Like how much? Oh man, Israel is getting in some shit. They just can't let bygones be bygones, huh? You're just
You
going.
keep poking a bear. What's going to happen, Jay?
Who's
It's
the
both
bear?
sides.
Israel?
It doesn't matter. It's both sides. Somebody keeps poking the other. Eventually,
Yeah,
something's
but
going
now
to
you're
happen.
getting other countries involved. Yo,
Yeah.
it's no longer.
No,
a
you're
local
telling other
problem.
countries don't get involved. There's a difference.
No, but they are getting involved, right? Iran bombing Israel, they're getting involved. And then you got the shit Ukraine and Russia still fucking happening. Like that's never ending anytime soon.
Nope, they won't. None of this shit is going to end.
And this is the next world war.
We're getting to that. Yeah, no. They said that World War III was going to happen when Trump became president, and that never happened. So
Maybe it was second term.
it's possible.
How do you guys feel about OJ dying? That's some pretty big news. All the people coming
I
out of the woodwork.
love them the Naked Gun.
That's what I was going to say. Like that's like I don't like. All I know is that he has great sports stats, but because he was tried for murder, that goes all out the window. Because
Well, now people are coming out of the woodwork saying he diddled their jams.
nice. What? Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
who's
no.
going to say-
No,
who's
I
going
can't
to
say that.
react and say no? No, that didn't happen. I could say that too. I could say that O.J. Simpson found my, I am
Yeah,
very
but-
upset about this. Can I sue his estate for whatever it's worth?
I got
No,
a messed
you
up
can't.
one. I got a
Because
messed up
the-
one. So
the
you're
lawyer-
saying a lot of women are coming out of the woodwork claiming they got diddled?
The
So
lawyer,
You're saying there's a possibility that we can find the second glove somewhere? Or no?
the lawyer for the
You
estate
left
is
it.
now trying to get it so the estate doesn't have to pay off to the victim's family.
What?
Say that again.
His lawyer or OJ's lawyer or the lawyer from the estate is trying to get get it to where they would not have to pay out to the victims or the family of the victims. They don't want to pay.
I don't think it's fair. Like he just died and now you're going after him?
Yeah,
You should have
because
done it.
there's no
You should-
proof.
Apparently, Ukraine wants to get involved with the Israel thing and help Israel with Iran. Bro,
Let them
You
worry
can't
about
even-
themselves. What the fuck
Exactly.
are we talking about here? Worry about
Dude,
yourself.
you're
I had to
already
read that
losing.
article. I had to read that article. Your country's at war and turmoil, and you're like, oh, there's another war over here. We're not winning this one. Let's go over to this country. What the fuck, bro? You know how far that is, too? That ain't like it's next door. You gotta bring half your.
So stupid.
Shot
They'll
us a
send you
plane?
guns
What are you
and
gonna
weapons and
do?
soldiers, which we don't have. Nice.
Fuck.
We'll send our prayers, guys. That's as far as we can go. I'll pray
Yeah.
for you.
I'll
God,
guys.
change my
worry about your
Facebook
fucking
profile
house
picture with the
outside.
flag.
This shit is. I
Jesus
can't believe this
Christ.
shit.
Wait, what
That's
those
all
guys
that's
that
in the
roll
fucking
ammo
news,
with
bro.
everything?
That's all that's in the news is Iran.
You're on.
But something about Ukraine. wanting the states to get boots on the ground. They think that the U.S. should help more, and now they're going to help out
What, with
Israel.
Ukraine or with Israel?
Ukraine, or something where they wanted the states to help them out more.
No. That's okay. You already sent tanks. It's good. You've done enough.
Should have sent nothing.
I mean, how long is that war gonna last, bro?
That's gonna keep on. That's gonna be a 20-year war if you keep on this way.
Someone
You
has
think
to
if
give
Trump
it
gets in
prevention.
office, he gonna fix it or try to?
It's gonna
I think
try
he'll
to.
try
yeah.
to shut it down.
I think so.
Be like, yo,
I think so. Fix
because
it.
he's got good
I don't
relations with
know.
both of them.
Yeah.
No, but maybe not fix the issue, but force something where the war kind of stops. People. That's what he said. I want people to stop dying, no matter
He
what
wants people-
happens.
yeah. There's not much he can
Yeah.
do, but he could sit in a room with all these people and say, "Hey, let's talk
I
about
wonder
this." and
what's
let's
more
come to an agreement."
beneficial for America.
The
Probably
little
Russia.
country or the big country?
It's probably the big country. If I had to take a guess. Which
Dun,
one's more
dun,
of a
dun.
threat to us? Probably Russia.
Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. We were
Considering
supplying Ukraine with things. How would they be?
I don't even know why we get involved in this shit, right? Like,
We shouldn't.
Like, I get it because of money. I get all that, right? But you think that you would focus? I don't know. I remember when wars would just be wars, just on those countries, and they would just find out who wins, and that's the end of it.
That's it. That's
Now
it. Shoot
you
it out
get
and
all
go
these
with
other
it.
countries that get involved, and
I
And at
find
this
it
point-
extremely funny because most of the world kind of labels you a certain way, like the world police. And then once shit goes down, suddenly it's US, where are you? We've been waiting. Are you gonna get involved? And then you guys
What do you-
get involved, and it's you should have never
Yeah,
got
part of it.
involved in the first place.
how
So you
come
can't win.
China or India, right? So let's just say population is the reason why America gets involved. How come China or India doesn't get involved in wars?
Because they don't give
Oh,
a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they
Unless
don't
it's
give a
bad-
shit.
Unless it's beneficial to them, no.
Ow! How is it beneficial?
No, he
They
said
have a country
unless.
that's-
He said unless it's beneficial to them.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. How could it be beneficial?
Well, they
Well,
would
and
lose a
that's
lot
why
of
you don't see
customers,
them.
especially China.
And that's why you
China's
don't
like
see
the
them.
number one export of electronics and shit. The last thing you want to do is get into a war with a country that buys 5% of your electronics.
So why would they even bother? That's why. It makes no sense. China's just like, fuck this. I don't care. You
And
keep
Indians are way too fucking passive, bro. So that, they let the Brits run their country for I don't know,
for 100 years.
forever.
Mhm.
And then they just pulled out and said, "This is no longer beneficial for us. We're getting the fuck out of here."
Well, it's also pretty difficult to shoot a pow when your head is going like this all of the time.
Yeah, you can't lock that in. Can't. It's too bobbly.
It's hard for the sniper.
With the Ukraine thing, another thing with it, what's the use of having NATO, NAVO, and having membership to it?
When they don't do nothing for you.
Cancel that entire thing because they weren't a member,
Mm.
but they still got the aid and the tanks and the guns and whatever.
And that's why
So-
they were pushing it, right? To become a member, because then you're legally
Yeah, but that's after
forced
the
to get
fact.
involved.
That's
Is
after
the
fact.
Israel part of NATO?
Don't think
Oh,
so.
that's a good.
No, I don't think. No.
Unless they forced it. I know they wanted to, and they wanted to expedite them getting that status, but I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, but they wanted to. They were adamant
Of course
about
they
it.
want to.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
because if
They're not.
once they get that status, now the rest of the NATO countries are forced to get
Obligated.
involved. They need
Yeah.
to step in.
Yeah, but then look at Ukraine. Ukraine's not part of NATO, right?
Nope.
No, but they were asking party to get that status. Like,
Yeah, but that's
Speed
after
things up.
that's after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact. The
yeah, but
war
they're
was
not
already
part of
going
NATO
on.
now, right? They're not part
Right,
of
they're
NATO
not.
now.
No.
The people
not.
are helping them out.
No, I'm
Yeah.
looking at NATO's website right now. They are not part of that.
No, they're not. But they're asking.
But
party
yet
to
people
get-
are still helping them.
Yeah. So
yeah, but
what's
in a
the
lower
NATO
level.
NATO?
Lower level.
And the
No, you
membership
would actually have to send in troops. Now you're sending some old shotguns you have laying around, tanks that nobody uses. Go ahead, use that.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
helping.
I guess it's better than nothing, right?
That's exactly what every country is doing. Jack, what do you have in the bag?
Give it to him. Give it to him. It's 20 years old. Who cares?
We got an old box of 8mm ammunition.
Take it. Give it to him. We'll
We
write
got
it
some
all.
musket. We got some muskets and some
Civil
ball
War.
bearings that you could use.
4 muskets and 2 bicycles. Let's give it to him.
Hey, they have nothing, right? They got nothing.
Riding
So
around
they should
on
be
a
happy they got
bicycle?
something.
With a musket, bro, you fire that thing, you fly right off the fucking bike. You can fly right off.
Hey, you want our help or not?
That's it. You know what?
They're
Okay,
trying to-
Captain Wafer. If Ukraine falls, it's a threat to NATO, then they should have told Ukraine many moons ago, before this shit happened, how about you join NATO? They didn't. So
They're like Spade. They are like the free subscriber on the YouTube channel.
Oh, I like that.
I'm not
Give me
kidding.
free
That,
aid.
that's exactly what they're like. Oh, and now I want something off your wall for free. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's
never
not how
put
it
anything into it, so too bad. So sad.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. That's a great comparison.
So you're saying the Ukraine is the subscriber that's been to my channel for 5 years and have just
free.
sat by and idly watched,
Yeah.
Right.
but then want
Never
me
put
to send
anything
them
in it,
mods
but all
off
of a
my
sudden
wall.
want something in return from you.
I like the
Because they've
analogy.
been here for a while.
Right,
Yeah.
of course, they deserve it. Yeah, I
mean,
just
they
don't know
watch
why
all our
China or
TV.
India. I mean, with all of their manpower, you think that they could spare 100,000 people?
I think they literally look at it as a business. What can we get out of that country? Oh, they don't have anything. Yeah, we'll stay here and sell to both sides. That's more profitable in the end. So,
Well, that's always been profitable. You don't sell to one side in the war; you sell to both sides.
and I kind of agree with that. That's why I always thought that, let's say 2 countries like now get into a conflict. Why don't we both send them the exact same aid? So you send 20 tanks to that side, 20 tanks to the other side, and just let them go until the ammo runs out or you run out of people. And then you can declare a victor and it's over. Send it to both sides. You're impartial now. You aided both camps. Like, there you go. Fight
Yeah, but
until you're...
the problem is that sometimes they start a war to be able to sell to both sides, so that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Unless you're the person selling the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me being racist or being whatever right now. So I had to look this up if India has special forces, because every time I've met an Indian, they're very passive. So apparently they do. They're called the Marcos, Marcos, which is their Navy SEAL version. They look pretty badass, but I could never imagine.
Well, those are see. That's the thing, though. All the passive ones are outside of the military. The aggressive ones stay in the military.
I mean, they're also skinny, but yeah, they're pretty badass. I didn't know
Kind of a
anything
nat-
about them.
Kind of a natural thing, right? They all have the red dot.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So it's easier for a sniper to get.
Why? See,
No,
you said the
that's
red
something
dotted.
else.
The only thing I thought of is I don't know. I was kind of hoping for a more colorful outfit instead of the just plain black one. I don't know. I just expected more.
And it's
color.
hot over there, and they're wearing black. Oof.
Yeah. I
Spade
expected
just did
something
it.
more
Tell me
happy.
you don't need
colorful.
you don't know anything about a gun without telling me.
Wait, what? What did I say?
You just did a tell me you don't know anything about a gun without telling me. That's gone.
Yeah, I went over my head. What did I say that?
Yeah,
I said they're wearing all black, and it's hot over
I don't
there. I
know.
said, "Oh, with the dot." I said it. Yeah, I said it's easier for the sniper. It was a joke. Had nothing to. Never mind. Okay.
The language barrier is getting worse and worse.
Seems it. It seems
Well,
it.
apparently for you, we got to be careful because we don't want detergents. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it works.
It it does work. It does clean it, and deterrents do stop it. So that is
Yeah.
in fact cleaning it. It's just
They're
that
both useful.
yes, you just it's not a good detergent. Yes, I agree. It's a bad detergent. It doesn't work well. All right. So what I found out was looking at the numbers where we had the most amount of people political.
But there's only so much politics you can talk about before it becomes
Yeah, but
repetitive.
that's-
No.
Most active people, 61 people between both platforms, political. So it has to be edgy shit, and that keeps people entertained. Has to be edgy. Abortion,
Yeah.
religion,
Where people
money.
have outspoken opinions of their own about something, and then they get involved because it's not the opinion.
And you saw less activity in chat when we talked about other things. It's kind of sad.
Mm.
So we have to focus. What are you playing with, a switchblade?
Yeah, I bought a new switchblade. It's like a bootleg version of yours. It's like an OTF, but it's got a regular razor blade.
The one that I did the video on?
No, wait, which brand was it?
There is only one brand of the blade you're showing right now. I did the video on it, bro. This?
No.
Same, yes, it's the same one with the out the front. It's the same fucking
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
bro.
but it's this one's different.
Oh, it looks even cheaper.
This was $40.
And it's got a razor blade in it.
Yes, sir.
It's the same mechanism. Wow, and you didn't even pledge for mine. What a piece of shit.
Yes, I
Does
did.
it
That's
look-
bullshit. I was the first person to pledge for that one.
No, you weren't.
Wait,
I was the first person.
Okay, so I was the second one.
Maybe.
I
don't
pledged
know.
for it. Check the
Does it
check the
also-
records. I pledged for it.
Spade, does it also go back in when you once you try to cut something with it?
What do you mean?
No, that one works. It's the same one as the one that I have. It's just a different body for it.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't say, Jay, let me get one of those. Let me go buy the Chinese version.
I did say that. I was one of the first few people that said,
Then why
hey,
are you-
can't wait for this. How many lives have you done when I said, I can't wait for the blade? I can't wait for the blade. I've said this.
He's getting really excited. This is
Yes.
the most active I've
been
seen you in
waiting
the
for it.
entire
I've been
stream, by
waiting
the
for
way.
it.
You were falling asleep for most of
I
it,
was
and
not.
now you're waking up.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Bree said, Spade, we have 200 of those cheap ones in the closet. Yes, we do. I made that clear. I even put them on the J Hayes website, and he could have bought it for $30.
I didn't see it. Sorry.
Of course you didn't.
It's
I
been
didn't
said.
know
But
I didn't.
you probably weren't in there, so
You wanna buy
okay,
this one?
I'll give you that.
Buy this one?
Which one's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send the
You
link.
want You want this one?
I've
The
been
German
waiting for
one
it. You said
with
it after
carbon
the.
fiber?
That one's nice too. I was excited when you brought it out. I said, let's do this. I was one of the very few. I'll even find the. Where's my email about it? I'm going to find the email.
See you guys
I'll send
next
that.
week.